Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Chad Smith Podcast. My name is Chad Smith, and today is Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, and I am joined today by my co-host from backstage. Actually, he popped out, so there's no co-host right now, but we've got Spooky backstage. Spooky's also going to be a little bit late, and Sunny's going to be an hour late today, so right now we are just flying by the seat of our pants here. And let's see who do we got in the chat so far. Sorry for the late start, guys. We're just trying to figure some tech stuff out backstage. But we got Grey Wolf was here. K-Man was here first, I believe. K-Man 847. How's it going? We got Terry Brown. Good to see you. Enzo, good to see you again, man. You've been all over the YouTube so far this morning. Brassel, good to see you, bud. Hey guys, backstage. I want to introduce my co-host and also the guest for today. His name is Terry. I don't even have it on the right page here. All right, his name is Terry Craig. Terry started reading tarot cards when he was 16 years old and now reads oracle cards, dice, dreams, ruins, and as well as others. Along with his filming partner, Albert, they travel throughout north central West Virginia, covering not only paranormal, but the local scenery and history as well. You can find Terry at youtube.com/Terry L Spirit Talking. And I'll put that in the description. Should already be in the description. And I'll put it in the chat too as well. Please welcome to the podcast, Terry Craig. How's it going, Terry?
Oh, good morning. I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Trying to pull the show together here. It's funny because the intro is always kind of like scheduled and laid out, and I usually do the same format each time. And then after the intro, we kind of just chill out and relax for a little while.
Yeah.
Then the later part of the show usually gets kind of crazy. But hey, Jake Smith, how's it going, dude? Bree, good to see you. Brasselhoff, I think I said hi to you already, bud. Anthony Unidentified S4. Guys, if you have not checked out his video that he put up on his Facebook page, please check out his Anthony. What is his last name? I should know, huh? Anthony. Well, you know what? I'm just going to share his video out. I should just share all of his videos out. I'm going to share those on the Chad Smith Podcast Facebook page, so you guys can check that out. But he's getting some really cool footage of stuff flying in the sky, so you guys got to check that out.
Wow.
Actually, he told me I could play the one that he just got last night, so why don't I just do that real quick? Are you into UFOs, Terry?
Somewhat, yeah.
This is just one of those videos that even if you're not really into them that often, it's just one of those like unexplainable videos. Like, well, it could be drones, I guess, but let's see. He posts so much stuff on his. Check out these UFOs. Oh, here it is, right here. Let's see if it'll play this. Share. Hey, Bree, how's it going?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. Just playing this video that Anthony took last night.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh shit!
Can you hear him?
I love his reaction.
Me too.
Look at that!
Oh man.
Oh, perfect timing, man. Look at that.
His reaction is awesome.
I love it.
I probably would be the same way.
Oh yeah.
I would be
that.
cussing.
Yeah, and especially since it's silent. Like, what do we have? Name something that we have that can do that. That's completely silent. That's just crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, perfect timing, man. Look at that.
I
Lynn.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Man, awesome.
I love his reaction. I'm gonna start sharing more of his videos because he finally gave me permission. So game on, game on.
Nice.
Well, hey Bree, thanks for joining me this morning.
Oh yeah, of course.
Spooky's usually here too, but I think he said his alarm didn't go off in time, so he's gonna be a little bit late. And Sonny, he's got some other stuff he's doing right now. He's got some errands he's running, so he's not gonna be here for another hour, I think.
I'm a pitch hitter.
Okay.
Then
Brasselhoff said, Terry, I'm confused as to what I'm looking at. This is kind of like my reading desk right here. And this is everything all set up. I got my candles and crystals and just everything's all set up here. And
Yeah,
that's what you're
Cool.
looking at.
that's awesome.
My
That's,
camera wants to swing up and down on its own, so I just put it in place and leave it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that looks a lot like what this desk is starting to look like. Cassie keeps buying me all these trinkets and stuff, so
Oh yeah,
stuff
I
laying all
have.
over the place.
I have my little owl crystal. I got like my tarot decks, little tarot book around me. Got my sage and Palo Santo. So it's like it's my little
yeah,
my little
exactly.
witch zone.
Yeah. Yep. Cassie actually just got me. These are the two ones she just got me. She's like, make sure they're on your desk and you got them with you so that they don't, so you can put your energy with them. But she got me that one, the Into the Lonely Woods Oracle
Oh.
deck.
I just seen that recently.
And then this one is the New Moonology Manifestation deck. So she got me that one too. Getting them all lined up over here.
That's Moonology Manifestation? Huh.
Yeah, I guess there's two of them because I've got this one.
Yeah, I have the Moonology ones, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that one's Moonology Manifestation. I think
I'll
it's
have to
the
look out for that one.
newer one. So yeah.
I've seen those. They're pretty art. They have pretty artwork.
Now she's got me looking at desk organizers that sit on this desk so that I can stack them up like a shelf.
Ah.
Already taking up too much room.
Oh. I've got stuff stacked so high already.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, you start collecting this stuff and it's cool to have it around.
Oh, my desk, I bump one thing and half of it just comes sliding right off.
Oh no. Oh man.
But they
So-
say that intelligent people have clutter.
Oh, do they really?
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. I must
I'm
be a
in that-
genius.
That's what I say. I'm like, I'm in that camp where it's like, there's a little clutter.
I must be.
I
a
know where
genius.
everything is for the most part.
Yeah.
Einstein, move over.
Yeah, there's like some meme or some joke about guys how guys will like just leave stuff laying all over the place, but they know where everything is. So like if you ask somebody for a paperclip, they just like run and find a spot underneath the couch and they're like, "Oh, here you go. Here you go."
Exactly. I'm
How
that
did you know
way.
that was there?
And if someone tries to clean up my mess, I can't find anything.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's how
lost.
it used to be for me too.
Mhm. I know. I don't like it when people touch my things. Like I'm like, I know where it is.
Yep.
I have my system.
Yep. It's been there for the last 6 months, so
That's-
it should be there
That's
now.
like Tommy Boy, how the lady who she's like, I don't keep filing cabinets. I know where everything is.
Yeah. Yeah, the lady that has just papers stacked up. How do you keep track of all this? I've got a system. He's like, huh? System, huh?
Yep, it's right up in my head. I have that system.
So you go to you said you in your description here it says that you go to like cemeteries and stuff with ghost boxes.
Yeah.
That's or spirit boxes, right? Or what do you-
Spirit box.
spirit
yes.
boxes, yeah.
More accurately, now we've been mostly using the Necrophonics app because I like it because you can hear better what they're saying.
Okay.
And also, I know recently we've done a tunnel, and I couldn't even imagine getting a spirit box going in a tunnel with that white noise and stuff. It just echoes and bounces, and
Right.
so yeah. But we use other equipment too. We have a REM pod and uh, EMF, or geez, um, oh, it just slipped my mind.
Yeah, what are those things called?
Um,
The EMF or the EVP?
EVP? That's what I was thinking of.
no,
Like the
uh, uh, it might be EMF meter. Yeah, I guess the EMF meter.
EMF meter, yeah, for like,
Yeah,
what is that? Electromagnetic frequencies or something?
yeah, that's it. That's it exactly.
Okay.
I say EMF, and I think of the rock group from the '90s. I don't know if you recall them.
Oh, no, I don't.
Mm-mm.
No, okay, I'm
Brass,
showing my age.
it's okay. Brasselhoff was asking if it was a kg meter, if that's what you're thinking of, maybe.
No, no.
Okay. But yeah, so that sounds pretty interesting. Arden Paranormal is saying it's a K2 meter.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay.
a A2 meter. I'm sorry. That's it.
Right. Oh, Melissa had a question real quick. She just said a lot of people don't like using the apps because they feel it's programmed with words, therefore programmed to lie. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I had doubted that, myself. I was like, how could they possibly do this? And I've gotten some really confirming EVPs off of there. Like one time, Albert's sister passed away a year ago, and we went over to where she lived and did some, EVPs and stuff there, and went around talking to her and stuff. And she called Albert by his name that he was called as a child, Peppy. And
Ooh.
no one else would know that. There's no way they could have programmed that in.
Right.
And that's just one of the examples that comes to mind. So, yeah, I've got some faith in that app. Really,
Yeah,
I
there's
didn't think I
probably
would, but I do.
that actually is the first thing that came to mind is like, well, if it's an app, then there's all kinds of stuff that could be. But yeah, if you have confirming evidence like that where it's like a certain person's name,
Yeah,
then it's like, well, yeah, it's pretty confirming.
and it's not a common name either.
Yeah,
You know,
that's cool. I'm gonna have to. Then what's that called? The app that you use?
Necrophonics.
Necrophonics.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that out myself.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to
it
give it a
costs like
go,
a
too.
one-time fee of like $4, something like that,
Okay,
and
cool. Yeah, I'll check that out. Oh, there's a few different options. Necrophonic. Chill
oh,
Seekers is
yeah,
the.
yeah, dope nose. You got it. Unbelievable.
I think I got it. Necrophonic is a really popular app. Oh, okay, sweet, Arden. Very nice.
I've used one Ghost Box app, and I know people, I'm rather skeptical, but I've had two things in a row that hit on. So, like one was, because my husband has his own ET. He's a abductee experiencer, and so I asked
Wow.
a question pertaining about, like, are the aliens here, or in connection with him, and then it said believe. So it's like, I choose to think that that's a confirmation, but I mean, another person might say otherwise.
Yeah.
And then I asked if my grandpa Borden, the one picture I have behind me, I asked if he was here now, and then it said was. So I feel that that was a confirmation, but those are the two strongest hits that I've gotten off of any app. And so I've tried other apps, and it's like I can be like, no, this isn't
Right.
you know.
Yeah, I've tried a few others, and I just didn't feel it with
Hmm.
those so much.
Oh yeah, Brassel. I think I've heard of that before. Isn't that kind of like geocaching, sort of? But it's
It
like
I'm too scared to do that.
Yeah,
Randonautica.
that's too
Randonautica.
shady. I've really not been wanting to do that either.
It's like I already manifest good and bad things that it's I know something freaky would happen, but it depends on what your intentions are set to. But still, I'm like,
Hmm.
I've seen some YouTubers that, you know, show them randonauticing, and it's from the beginning to getting to their destination, and then like some weird stuff happens, and it's like I don't think that's necessarily staged. Seeing an ambulance, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
there's some freaky ones,
So
but there's some
there's
fake ones.
so there's some concern because I thought the concern was like the actual location that it sends you to, but you're saying that there's sometimes concern with like the the traveling from where you're at to the destination. Sometimes
Well,
weird stuff can happen too.
yeah, on the way to the destination point, people have
Okay.
stuff happen, but the do you guys remember in Seattle those kids found that suitcase and it had the dead bodies in it?
Oh, yeah. I
Those
remember
kids were
that.
randonauticing. They were using Randonautica.
There at the shore. Yeah.
Hmm. And so they found that dead body, and there's been a couple uh, encounters that people have had, like seeing like a dead
Mm,
body. So, but
that's
with,
creepy.
with the kids in Seattle, it's like you can't make that shit up, man.
No.
No, so you can't. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that does sound pretty creepy. I'm getting a bad vibe from it, so I don't know if I want to download that one, Brassel. They got followed by. Oh, they got followed by Scientology people a lot. That's crazy. What app?
I'm
It's
not-
the what's it called?
Yeah,
Oh, hi Spooky. How's it
Randonautica.
going, bud? Randonautica. That's what it's
Mhm.
called. Hi Spooky. How's it
Good
going, man?
morning.
It's
Hey,
spooky.
the traffic was
Hello.
bad.
We kept you
It's
up too late.
spookysito.
Yeah, that late night talks. I can't do that all the time. It's just all these new features. It's hard to say no to them.
I knew you guys were gonna be up too late. I'm telling you.
It
was
is
like
hard. Big Willie is. It's really not easy to say no to him.
Yeah. Yeah. So this morning I get a notification from Discord that my voice channel has been activated by a William Townsend. So I'm like, what's going on here? And then he just like started up his own podcast basically where it's just him and Spooky and Lindsay Pinzer was in there talking, and it was like my own little personal podcast I was listening to. But
Which was it on your Discord or whose?
yeah, in my Discord channel there's like a 24-hour voice chat.
Okay.
And if you go into it, it just activates and it shows that you're in there and that you're able to talk. And then you can actually share your camera too, so it kind of looks like this, but the audio is not that great.
Yeah, I know I was using Discord to talk with Spaghetti Lee one time, and all he was saying was like my audio, like he couldn't understand me because of my audio was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've heard other people argue that the audio is better, so it's strange. Some people like the audio different.
Well, one of the things that Pinzer reminded me last night is that there is an ability to upgrade your account there and your service.
Yeah.
So I think there might be a way to have better audio
Right.
if you pay extra for an extra feature. I forget what they call it.
I feel like that's one of those things, though, that they should just have all the time good audio so that it would get you to want to pay for the. I mean,
I
Yeah.
agree.
that should just be like a standard option. It's like buying a car with crank windows now. It's like, man, all the other companies have electric windows. So. So, Terry, what when you guys go to cemetery, is that one of the main things you guys do with cemeteries, or is the main thing that you guys do like more of like a like adventuring and stuff like that, more like town history?
It's kind of split on everything, especially recently. Um, I get bored with any certain one thing, so and I think other people do. If you just go to cemeteries all the time, people's like, oh yeah, this is a cemetery guy.
Right.
So we've done tunnels, we've done cemeteries, of course. I've done some stuff on the local cryptids and stuff, and we went out and filmed them. Covered some ghost stories, regional and stuff like that. History, scenery. We've got some great scenery here in north central West Virginia.
Oh yeah.
And wow. I don't know. I guess that's mostly what we do. And then I read cards like on a morning thing for short clips every morning. That's about it.
Okay. Is that a live stream?
No, it's pre-recorded. I just do a morning reading for a group reading for people.
Okay.
And
that's on your Terry and Al spirit stalking page?
Yes, it's all on the same channel.
Okay. I'm going to put that in the chat right now, guys. Right there. So please go there real quick and hit subscribe, please. That'd be awesome. And
yes.
Yeah, let's get some. I don't have a whole lot of viewers right now, but a couple over there would be cool.
I have this 1,000 subscriber curse.
What's that? What's that
I
all
have
about?
this. Well, I can go and I'll get like 1,001 viewers, and the next thing I know, I'll look and it's back to 998 or something.
Oh, really?
And it bounces back and forth. It's been going that way for a couple years, it seems like now.
Huh. And you have to hit 1,000 subscribers to be monetized?
Yeah. Plus, you have to have so many viewing hours, and I'm way off from that. So,
yeah, I've got a long way to go before that happens. Every time somebody goes to swear on here, they're like, "Oh, am I allowed to swear?" It's like, "Oh yeah, we're far from being monetized, so you go right ahead and swear."
Yeah.
Shithawk.
Yeah, shithawks. Oh, 4,000 hours of watch time. Holy smokes! I wonder what we're up to. That's a lot of watch time.
Sure, there's
4,000
ways
hours.
to find out.
It's a ridiculous amount. I was shocked whenever I finally got to 1,000 and found that out.
Yeah. I just assumed it was for some reason I thought it was 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 hours, but 4,000 is.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of hours that people have to watch your stuff,
Yeah.
Oh, Arden said 1,000 viewing hours and 1,000 subs to be monetized, and I'm sure that stuff changes.
Yeah.
I heard it was higher than that, Arden.
I can get it for you right here. I just clicked on.
They might have changed it.
I don't even.
Since I last looked. I don't know.
I'm not hiding anything. Check that out. 385 subscribers, 1,000 required.
Oh, it is 1,000?
3,100 public watch hours already. Damn, and 4,000 required. So we're almost actually at our watch hours.
That's it. Wow,
that's pretty cool. It's really cool.
There you go.
Well, thank you. And then so you just gotta get that subscriber count up, and then YouTube will really start watching out for our swear words. That's if you monetize, though, right? I mean, I think you can just stay privately monetized and.
Yeah, I'm not in this for the money, really.
Yeah, me neither. No,
I just enjoy.
You can't really make a whole lot on YouTube either. I mean, anyway,
No.
as long as I think one day, as long as it'll pay for the StreamYard, because StreamYard, man, they just keep. They love to raise their prices. Not raise them, but they tack on a lot of stuff. Like if you want more than one other person to have the keys to your studio, your StreamYard, you've got to pay like $9 or $10 extra a month.
Wow.
A lot of extra charges.
Yeah.
Oop. But yeah, so oh, and then you do filming too. You do a lot of do you ever do any documentaries, or what kind of filming do you do when you're out there?
Boy. Well, uh, what I've done, like for the cryptids and stuff, has been kind of documentary. We haven't really gotten out and gotten to visit any exact locations. I just we rode through that area, and I kind of gave a bit of a documentary as we went through on what happened and all the sightings and stuff, and the history behind it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, some of them's kind of semi-documentary, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I
What?
I don't know. I like to get artistic with my stuff sometimes, so I don't know. And I've got like a wild mind, so it's hard to tell what I might come up with next. But
Very artistic, I'm assuming.
yeah, I get these ideas
Creative.
in my head, and it's like I
Yeah.
know what I'm going with, and I know what music, and it just automatically hits me, and I get that vision, and I got to go with it.
Yeah, a lot of people call that downloads. Like they feel like they're getting a download from spirit. Is that how you kind of feel?
I never thought of it that way. I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Hmm.
I can view it almost exactly how it should be, and
That's cool. I made a video yesterday, a real short video, and that was one of the first things that's ever popped in my head like that, where I had an idea because I heard a song. I just heard a short part of the song, and when I heard it, I just kind of like what you just said. I saw the video that I wanted to make in my head playing. And it was like, oh, that's exactly what I should do to that song. And then I just made it.
exactly.
And one of the weirdest things happened, Terry. When I got done making the video, I wanted to add the timestamp over top of the video so I could show who I was sending it to, what time I took the video.
Yeah.
And when I clicked the button to add the timestamp, it was 11:11 in the morning.
Wow.
It was the strangest thing.
What are the odds?
And then while we're on the synchronicities thing, this morning I asked my boss to come over to one of my machines to help me with something, and I couldn't figure out why the dies on this machine kept wearing out so early. And so he came over and he started measuring the blank diameter for my parts, and he was like, "Oh, the blank diameter is too high," and he was using a micrometer to measure the measurement. And when he walked away, when he was done using the micrometer, it was set at it's on millimeters. And it's very precise. And it was 11.111 millimeters. I swear to
Wow.
God, I would not make that up.
The ones are yours today. It seems
The weirdest thing, yeah. The
That's
ones
wild.
are getting thrown at me right now. It's weird. Wish they were $1 bills, but
They say that the creativity and empathy come from the same part of the brain.
Wow.
And so like I used to do hair for a decade. I specialized in hair color, and I did makeup professionally also. But I've been a crafter ever since I was little. I knit, I sew, I dye wool. Now that I don't do hair anymore, I dye wool and I knit it. So it's like when I'm washing out the hair color and dye, people, there's no eyeballs staring straight up at you. And I know Diesel Girl, because she does hair too, but she'll know what I'm talking about. But I have that's like I have a creative eye, and so when you do hair and stuff, like color, like you have to have like a good visualization and kind of know where the placement and everything to be. So I've always just been just
yeah,
an artist, a creative type.
that does make a lot of sense. I've thought about that before too.
A lot of the artistic people are very empathetic. If you notice that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah, I've noticed that, where it's like some people just, yeah, like their work that they do is so awesome when it's done that it's like, did you know what that was going to look like before you started? So yeah, it makes a lot of sense that
And
you guys are actually
yeah.
visualizing the project when it's done while you're making it.
Yes. And so like for me, like doing hair wise, it's when you're able to visualize and have that, because it's like I have a vivid imagination. I can, and that's where it's like a lot of colorists, like you have to have that eye for creativity and yeah, it's just it everything always links up.
Yeah,
Everything
it
is
does.
always connected.
Way more than I thought it was.
Mhm.
It's crazy. Yeah, the older you get and the more you look into this kind of stuff, the more curiosity that you have. Yeah, you find out that there's a lot of stuff that links up that you didn't know about. Dope Nose says artistic people see beauty and pain all around them and cannot be silent about either.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm a very sensitive empath, highly sensitive person, and it's like when you're doing hair and you're physically touching so many people, like that was draining on me because of how sensitive I am. And it's like if people are having a bad day, they're in your chair, you're making physical contact with them, so it's that stuff rubs off on you.
Yeah, so like what
I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
so like what they were saying here is
Yes.
like you're just picking up on all frequencies, everything. You're sensitive to good and bad.
It's like, yeah, it's just like, I guess it's just overstimulation of like, it's just everything is just yeah, just overstimulated, I guess. It feels like at times.
Yeah,
It's a blessing and a curse. We'll say that,
I'll be right back. I
That's
need
okay,
a
Terry.
coffee refill.
Yeah, oh no problem. I know how that goes. Go ahead. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Oh, you know what? I don't have coffee today. I was slacking because I had way too much caffeine at work last night. I'm still not done with my Bang Energy, so
Oh, is it the cotton candy one?
cheers. This is the Rainbow Unicorn. I thought it was the cotton candy because it looks really similar.
They've changed the packaging. Yeah, that's what I don't drink or I don't drink pop,
Yeah.
but I'll do the bangs.
Yep. They're good for a pre-show drink. Even though when you drink one, you feel like you should be working out, but you're like, let's do a podcast, everybody. Yeah.
And that's unidentified. Anthony said that he can feel someone's emotions by looking at them. And that's the thing where it's like, for me, if I am around someone who's angry or hostile, I'll get stressed out and I'll get like a pain in the pit of my stomach. And so it's like, that's where it's like, I can sense, it's like, yeah, you sense where angry people are. And then it's like, you can just feel it, like just the emotions coming off of people. Like, I know it sounds weird for the people that aren't in this,
that don't experience that.
Yeah, it sounds weird for closed-minded people to hear.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure it does. How does your experience change since the pandemic? I mean, when you go to a grocery store or something, are you way more sensitive to stuff going on in the store?
I'm rather introverted, so
Me too.
when I do go out, it's kind of shortened, or it's like I have goals of like, okay, we'll go here, we'll go here, and so I kind of get it all out of the way in one time. But I guess the pandemic hasn't necessarily changed it. I mean, I can notice that, yeah, people are more rude, people are more this and that. So it's like, I guess that is a change of like, when you go out, you just sense a dread in people now that you didn't necessarily sense 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So Yeah,
Everyone has less.
Mhm.
They're very short tempered. People have less patience for everyone.
Yeah.
Seems like.
Yeah.
hmm
That's wild at a time when we should have more patience and understanding.
You know what? You would think so. You'd think we'd all come together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But-
Terry, I was going to ask you about, since you like to go to cemeteries, I know that people feel like, oh, like that must be the most haunted place ever. But yet some people say like, well, that they didn't pass on there. So, they won't necessarily, like, a cemetery isn't haunted to them. What are your feelings, or what do you pick up on?
Um, Oftentimes, they are. Now, normally it is where they pass away, but I don't know, and I'm not quite sure how it all works. But I'm thinking, that maybe the body or the headstone or something about the grave might hold some sort of, I don't know, some sort of grounding force for them, or some I don't know how to quite to describe it,
Mhm.
but something that draws them. And some of them are lonely, especially the ones that have been dead a while, and everyone's passed on. And
Mhm.
but
Hmm.
yeah, I know there's one cemetery where we go to, and they just cuss up a storm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are not happy campers there at all. Well, at least when we come around, because they say some really foul stuff, and I don't know if I should even try repeating it here, but
Well, we're not
I'm
monetized, so you
well,
I'm
that's
sure.
true. But
can.
it is
So-
it is funny just to listen to it and hear what they're calling us.
That's through the spirit boxes that you're hearing them talk?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
it's through the Spirit Box and the Necrophonics app. Both had the same results
Okay.
at the same place. So that's another reason why I kind of believe in the Necrophonics, because
Yeah, that's interesting.
I like that. But yeah, I don't know. I think they are that some of them do hang around
Mhm.
cemeteries. Uh, but I know places like hospitals are really bad. I,
Mhm.
Mhm.
Anytime I've had to go into the hospital, I don't sleep for days. They keep me up. I just cannot sleep.
Yeah. Oh, in the hospital itself, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Man, I would just assume for some reason I guess that's one of my questions I could ask you is, do you believe that a spirit can be in two different places or even more places at the same time?
Um, I don't. I never thought about that. I would say probably not.
Mhm.
But I think they can go to different locations. Um, I kind of think of it as like a dimensional thing,
Mhm.
and it's like a very thin veil between the dead and the living, so to speak. And the dead can come through wherever they please, at any time,
Mhm.
and it can be anywhere. What I think it's got to be someplace really kind of connected to that person in some way.
Mhm.
Um, like it was like their favorite place in life. Something
Mhm.
tragic happened to them there. They died, or um, or
Yeah.
some other thing, like an object that they loved really deeply, or had some sort of value to them. I think they can connect themselves to objects, and in a similar way to a grave, to their headstones and stuff.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, that's why I was asking is I was just wondering, why would some spirits be, connected to a book that they were really attached to, and then some spirits would be attached to the hospital. Like you would think a spirit, like just I would assume that a spirit would not want to spend eternity hanging out at a hospital. They'd rather be, at the cemetery or, um, in their favorite bedroom that they spend a lot
Wherever
of time in, or
they,
something like that.
yeah, we're happy.
Exactly. Yeah. You
So-
would think that I don't know. I don't have all the answers. You
Oh
know,
no, that's okay. We don't
it's
have
all
any
just
answers.
very
We-
speculative. Really,
Yeah,
at this
absolutely.
point. But
Yeah, we definitely have way more questions than answers.
now I have problems when someone can just pick up a spirit box from across the world and contact, a spirit from, just out of the blue from someplace else
Hmm.
that, with no connection there at all. I have trouble with that. And another one I've seen too is where the spirits that spoke in another language managed to speak in English on the other side. And I kind of question that because
So
I've
you-
heard them speak in foreign tongues, before and stuff. I was a foreign language major in school, so I understand, a lot. And I'll be listening, and it'll be like every now and then this foreign word would just pop in, and it's pronounced so clearly that it's, there's no mistaking it.
Mhm.
And I think they do carry on with their native languages, and this suddenly speaking English part, I just don't quite buy. I don't
And
know.
the original thing you said where like if somebody can contact somebody that they don't have a connection to, so you mean like somebody from maybe the UK just picks up a spirit box and starts talking to Elvis Presley or
Yeah,
something?
exactly. Cases like that.
Okay.
And I don't mean to step on anyone's toes.
Oh no, it's
if
everyone
anyone's
has their
done
own
that,
opinion.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I've seen it done for Michael Jackson and probably for Elvis too, and just
Mhm.
everybody.
I
Robin
want
Williams.
Prince, yeah.
And I just find it hard. Hey, Cassie,
Hey Cassie, how's it going?
Cassie.
I just find it hard to. I don't know.
Connor. Yeah, and then I guess to play devil's advocate, I guess just from listening to other people talk about the same thing, some people would maybe say that since we're all on this planet together, that we're all sort of the same, maybe part of the same spirit, and like say you wanted to speak with Elvis Presley, but you're over in France. I guess the devil's advocate side would say, if we're all part of the same entity anyway, then even if they're gone and time doesn't actually exist, and it's non-linear, that like we think it is, then you should be able to contact anyone that's ever existed. Some people have that opinion too.
Oh,
And
Yeah.
I'm just here asking I don't know where I fall yet. But
All will be revealed in its own time, Chad.
but I have questions now, Bree.
Well, you're still a young pup.
Yep, got a lot of time to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny Conway.
Nisito.
How's it going, man?
What's going on?
I told people you were out running errands. I didn't tell them you were working at the corner.
You were on the toilet.
I was putting those heels on the strip.
Gotta get those 7-inch heels out there, huh? Make them work, baby.
Lots of paper.
Oh man. Yep. So this is Terry.
What's going on,
That's Sonny.
Hey, how's it going?
Terry? How's it? Yeah, nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to
See his
meet you
cool
too.
setup with all his things there, Sonny?
Yeah,
He's got a nice layout.
Got some sage.
That's a big ass joint you got there, Terry.
Big ass joint you got there.
That's a Cheech and Chong one.
Pass it.
Oh yeah. That's my sage stick.
Hey Matt, how's it going, dude? Oh yeah, Spooky put the heels in there. It's funny, emo guy.
Hey, he's
Andy.
going with it.
Yep, that's
I
right.
know. I was joking with him yesterday, and it's a thing now. Sorry,
Are you
Andy.
kidding me? Andy's the best.
Oh my
He's
God,
awesome.
Anthony.
No,
Well, Anthony too.
It might be too early for comments like that.
We still have a little bit before Jamie
TMI.
gets here.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we have to tell Terry about Jamie. Terry, are you familiar with the YouTube channel? That one time I was abducted by aliens.
No.
Okay, well it's hosted by Jamie and Bree, and
Not me, a different Brie.
not yeah, the BRI, not BRE.
She's like, let me make that very clear.
Oh, she's driving to work right now, so she can't clock into Harassment Incorporated. But there is a time in the morning where Jamie has some free time, and she clocks into what she calls Harassment Incorporated, and she will get in here in the chat room and try to make us laugh as hard as she can to get us to all start laughing. So now I kind of figured that if we just address it, and then everyone knows what's going on, maybe we won't crack as easy.
You think that's gonna work?
It's in a loving way.
It's a
and
very
it's
loving
in
way.
Oh, that's what we're
it's
calling
very
it?
much raunchy Golden Girls.
Yeah, with vulgarity. That's correct, Melissa. A little bit of vulgarity, a little bit of love.
Oh, Melissa's here.
Good morning, Enzo.
How's it going, Enzo? Yeah, Enzo's been up early because I've seen him all over YouTube already this morning. He was at Alien Girl 111's chat and Lynn's chat.
Yeah, he was. We went on the Artemis and Josh show yesterday. Enzo, Anthony, Andy,
Oh, you were on
Jamie
whose show?
and Bree. Yeah,
It was a full panel.
Andy Pandy in his heels, I'm assuming.
Andy Pandy.
Oh,
That's the thing where, so like Gary and I have a friend back in Minneapolis, and he's like a punk with like the studded, Minneapolis, city punker. And so like he looks like this like black metal, like tattooed guy, but his name's Andy, and so everyone calls him Andy Pandy. And so now it's like that, just Andy is Andy Pandy now.
That's awesome.
For me.
Lynn Wallington says hi to Spooky and Sunny.
Mhm.
Lynn, your channel, your show is already rocking. You've got it going on over there. I like that new show that you got. And she runs down all the live. What does she do? Oh, all the live podcast shows that are going to be on YouTube for the day. So that's really cool for her to do.
Yeah, she gives you the topics and times.
that is so generous.
Uh-oh, Jamie's awake.
Yeah, she's driving.
Oh, okay.
She says, sounds like I have to work overtime today. Yeah, no problem, Lynn. Sorry, I'm still tripping over my words, but that's what we do here on the Professional Podcast Network here on YouTube. But,
Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Hey, good morning, Oracles. How's it going, Cass?
Cassie, I got to do a video chat with you later. I got those Oracle cards you sent me. Check this one out. Check that out. Look at that, Sonny.
Oh, nice.
Into the Lonely Woods by Cassie, Oracles, and Beyond. No, I'm kidding. I'm surprised she doesn't have her own Oracle deck now.
That's probably what's next.
I've been thinking about a set, and that's where I'm like, I don't necessarily know how to go about it, but I have. It's like, oh god, there's a movie, Orange County. It has Jack Black in it. It's from the early 2000s, and he's like, I have so many ideas, they're just burning through my skull, man. And that's like, that's what I say. It's like when the creative person gets their ideas, it's like, I just got these ideas just burning in my skull, man.
Man, I've had such a lack of that growing up. I've watched a lot of my friends have all these cool ideas, and I'm just like, man, I haven't found what I'm interested in yet. But then I started podcasting. So this might be my new, my calling, you know?
I couldn't make up my mind, and I've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah. I when I was a kid, I got this. I was always interested in being on the radio, but I got this thing when I was a kid. I don't know. I was probably, I'm guessing 9 or 10 years old. It was like this little plastic fake radio looking thing with a microphone that came out of it, and it would broadcast to a specific AM station. So you could turn it on and then turn a radio to that AM station, and then you could kind of run your own little radio station.
Oh,
And it would broadcast to an actual radio, so that you really felt like you were doing something cool. And then when I graduated high school, one of my graduation presents was a whole bunch of DJ equipment. So then I started DJing weddings and dances and stuff like that.
I was a DJ for a while.
Were you?
Yeah.
Awesome. The same type of stuff, like weddings and...
I did some weddings. Did clubs. Back in the 80s and 90s. That's when I did it.
Were you using records or CDs?
It was records. CDs were just kind of coming into popularity, and I was kind of fighting it at the time.
Yeah, yep.
I still liked my albums, so I stuck with them for a good while, and then eventually I went over to CD.
Yeah, I would imagine that's just one of those things that once you invest so much damn money into all those records, you really want to get your money's worth out of them.
Oh, I have a closet full.
Whoa.
Music sounds better on a record, Chad.
It really does.
It
I'm not going to
does.
fight you there.
I miss our old roommate in Minneapolis had the record player, so it's like, just put on some. For me, I'm a metalhead, so it's like I put on some stoner metal and then turn up the music, and then it's just, I don't know, it just sounds so much better, on a record.
Yeah, I definitely will always agree with that. I went to school with this. Her name was Rebecca. Her dad owned a high fidelity store here in town, and for her graduation party, I went over to her house. I think that's what it was for. And anyway, we went to her house, and they had records all down the wall, and then they had these speakers that, like, the cable on the speakers was like real thick, and these speakers were just totally different than anything I've ever seen before. And I would be guessing, but I think they were around the range of like $50,000 for a pair of speakers. And
wow.
Yeah, I mean, just like next level stuff. Like, I think it was Wilson Audio was either Wilson Audio or Bowers and Wilkins was the company of the speakers. But anyway, yeah, when you listen to $50,000 speakers with like a $10,000 record player and blah 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 blah, stuff sounds unbelievable compared to. I mean, they had a CD player too, where you could play CDs if you wanted to, but the sound difference was.
I didn't even know they made speakers that cost that much.
Oh, dude, they make speakers that are like 100,000 a pair.
Jay Diggs had a party one time, and he let people in the mansion, in this mansion, his house. We call it the mansion. He let people inside there, Chad, and he had 2 speakers set up for when they're performing outside on the stage too.
Yeah.
Here in the house, they have big ass sound system set up everywhere, and somebody knocked the speaker over, and Beijing had told this guy to get away from the speaker, and he knocked it over, and Beijing came downstairs, and the dude was standing there trying to pick it up actually, and Beijing knocked him smooth the fuck out, dude. Just
whoa.
punched him and laid him out because they told him to stay away from those speakers. And then he knocked one over. And then afterwards, Beijing told me he knocked over a $10,000 speaker. And back then, I thought $10,000. Holy smokes!
Yeah, dude. So these are called Wilson Alexandria XLFs.
Oh my god!
New retail, $220,000 for the pair, and right now they're $120,000 for a pair of those. Their website doesn't even load right.
$10,000 was ridiculous, dude. But that's stupid.
I have sat in front of a gray pair of these before, but they were the guy's store at the time was an old bank, and the bank vault, the main one was in the basement. You had to take an elevator down to get to it. Oh, Bree's showing us some records. Yeah, and he had those down in the basement.
That one's badass.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I've never
Sleep
seen
Dope
anything
Throne.
different. I've never seen any
The,
different colors than just black before.
Yes, Ohm is another their spiritual metal band, Ohm. And I saw one of their albums and it was like purples and like little black in it, and it was the color scheme was so me. But
That's
I
really
like
cool.
my wife. I know it's my daughter has the Purple Rain album.
yeah,
Dude, that one's cool. It's a colored disc like that. It's a colored record, and
yeah,
it's just prints on both sides on the motorcycle. With
that's
yeah,
cool. That's
That is
cool.
sweet.
I grew up Jehovah's Witness, and he was Jehovah's Witness when at the same time. So he actually went to our congregation when I was a teenager, and I was taller than him.
I bet he's a little guy.
He's
He was like
petite.
5'4". Yeah.
Yeah, he was petite, but it was I only saw him 2 times at the Kingdom Hall, and he sat directly in front of me and directly behind me, the only 2 times. So I thought that was a weird coincidence.
At the same time?
Pretty awesome,
The two separate times. That would be crazy if it was at the same time.
I heard that little dude could ball. For a short guy, he could play basketball.
Yeah, I've heard stories.
Charlie Murphy.
I have the SB7 Arden.
SB7.
Yeah.
What's that?
The type of spirit box.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Cynthia had a bunch of spirit boxes. Do you know Cynthia?
Cynthia from New York.
New York, yep.
Okay,
Purgatory.
yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, it's almost like she's a collector. She's got a lot of spirit boxes.
Wow.
They're all behind her. The day that we were talking to her, that I was talking to her, she was doing a live stream where she was changing all the batteries on all of them, and it took like an hour to change them all. Sat there and did a live stream changing all the batteries out.
Oh, that's nice. You can just work and,
Oh, Cynthia makes them. That's why she's got so many of them, probably.
Okay, that's what I heard.
Yeah, because that's right. She takes like a regular radio, and then there's like a thing you can do to convert them. I'm trying to think of what that is. It's like where you have to set it so that it constantly keeps skipping through the frequencies, I think was what it is.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I have enough collections already. I don't need to start spirit box collecting.
Do you have a lot of crystals?
Yes, I do. I have boxes full.
Really?
And I have a ton of cards, although not as many as a lot of people. I've got
They're
like
addicting.
25 decks, I guess, something like that.
They're addicting.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, these decks of cards that Cassie's getting me, those are getting to be kind of addicting. I like all the artwork that's in them.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like my ET Experiencer deck. Yeah, I did Anthony S4 a reading last night, and it resonated with him, and I got psychic chills. So when that stuff works out, it's like you can't
Go
make
for it.
Is that a
this
thing?
shit up.
Psychic chills? Is that like a thing that you can get when you know it's resonating?
Yeah, like from my understanding, psychic chills, it's like when, say, if you're reading the cards and then like you get like goosebumps, like to be aware and to notice that, because that is like a sign of spirit, or I guess to kind of put it.
Yeah, because I think I've experienced that before. I just didn't know what it was.
Yes. So it's like it's like the energy of like, I don't know how to describe it. I just know it's psychic chills. And Like, just to be, they always say when you're doing cards, like, to be aware of your feelings and everything like that. So
Oh yeah, see, there's a lot I need to learn. Cassie, that's hilarious. Cassie says, Terry, show them your balls. You usually have them on your table.
I don't think that's the right type of show for that, Cassie.
giant stone
Stone balls, giant stone balls.
Some point. It's a
Here's my
ufologist that does that. That's what we're.
Yeah, a ufologist on Ancient Aliens does that. Giant stone balls. We don't know where they came from. These giants they're just giant. God, I wish I could pull that video up right now without
giant.
Giant stone balls.
My face hurts from laughing so much now, Cassie.
Cassie 2022. That's awesome, Matt. Balls on the table. I usually have mine in my hand. Oh boy, Anthony.
Well, good thing they're not in your wife's hand.
Oh, guys.
She got you by the balls. The balls.
Cassie says it's never too early for balls.
Right by the pulse.
If she ain't talking about decks, she's talking about balls.
I'm telling you, you can never trust her to.
It's never happy unless you're whipping out your deck or balls.
Oh, the huevos, I think in Spanish. Huevos.
I'm not sure if Terry was warned before he came on the show today.
Sorry, Terry.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
We're a playful bunch.
That's right. Oh, have a good day, Scary Gary. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Yeah, he popped in.
Now back to work.
Yeah, he's driving to unlock someplace now.
Right on. Right on. I booked Matt Second Star Survival for next month. He's going to come on and talk to us about some survival gear.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. That'd be fun.
See if there's anything I don't have.
Terry, I should have asked you this before we got started. I don't want to put you on the spot, but would you be interested in doing any card readings?
I could, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't want to put you on. I mean, you can totally tell me no, but
yeah. I'll tell you, I had a seizure this morning, and that muddles my head a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
so
been a couple hours ago. Oh, that's okay. It happens.
Yeah, do whatever your energy, we don't want to drain or anything,
Well, that's okay. I can try, and see how it goes. And
yeah, only if you really want to, because otherwise we can always fill up time. We're pretty good at just BSing.
Ooh, runes.
I
want to learn how to do those because I'm part Norwegian, so I like incorporating the Mexican witchcraft and then the Norwegian shamanism, the Viking shamanism.
I need to get more candles in here, Terry. You're reminding me.
I might have missed it too, Chad. Terry, how long have you been doing this?
Well, I started reading the tarot at 16.
Oh, okay.
40 years ago this September. But who's counting?
Pretty good.
We're not counting. Yeah, Sonny, he does oracle cards, dice. Oh, you can read dreams too, huh?
Hey, Matt.
Oh, we could shoot some dice.
Dice.
Dreams. For dreams, I used to always get like a reoccurring about like I was floating and flying, and it's the only way to describe it is like if you have those like like those moon like jumpy things from like the 90s that kids had, but it's like I would have like super spring shoes where it's like I would just be floating up in the sky. And then like I would feel like the falling downness, and then I would like levitate too. And it wasn't like I'm a witch. It wasn't like I was flying on a broom or anything, but it was just that feeling of like just I don't know. just
Yeah.
flying, I
I've
guess.
told Chad, I've told you about that before. I had those dreams when I was a kid.
Mhm.
You describe it perfect, Bree. It feels like you're flying. I dreamt I was flying, but you could feel it.
And that's, some people say that that's you being abducted, where it's like when you're
Huh.
being, you know, beamed up, or, and I don't know. I just know that it was reoccurring for a long time, but I haven't had it in a while.
Hmm.
Cassie,
could
was
fly.
Albert in here? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just asked Cassie if Albert was in here. He's the one I film with. I didn't notice. Oh, he's here. That's Albert.
Okay, cool. How's it going, Albert? Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, I'd love to see some of the footage that you guys take.
No.
I'm really interested in small town history too. So is that kind of the stuff that you get into?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I've
Um,
had some ideas before about maybe starting something like that up here in my town. I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a historical society or something like that, but to get a YouTube channel or something like that going where there's like constantly stuff being uploaded about the town history, I think people would, probably not too many people, but I think some people would find that interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, I know. Last summer we did a series of like walking tours, going through the town and pointing out buildings and talking about them and their history if we knew it, and just showing everything. And it was neat because it was like before sunup,
Mm-hmm.
and there was nobody else on the street really, and it was quiet, and it was pretty good.
Cool. Terry
Oh
says,
yeah.
or Al says, you're going back to the other tunnel this Saturday.
Yeah, we filmed at 2 tunnels, and I just we just released the video for the second tunnel that we went to, and now he's talking about wanting to go back to the first one that we filmed at originally.
Are these like abandoned? What are these tunnels?
They're like old train tunnels
Whoa.
that they've kind of changed into like walking paths and stuff.
Okay, so you're supposed to, I mean, people go there all the time. They're
Yeah,
open-ended.
not a
Okay.
lot of people, but and they're cool because I don't know, some of my the one Albert's talking about there. It's full of graffiti, but there's some beauty in graffiti. I'll tell you, because some of them are so talented, and
Yes.
looking at some of
Agree.
these, it's just incredible. And I don't know, I was just fascinated by the whole thing. You know, some of it was spooky, some of it was just amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think of that graffiti is kind of like it's a lot more temporary than we might seem to think.
Yeah,
Like, something is like, say you painted an alien face on the Great Pyramid, it might last 10 years, but that sun beating on it and everything, that paint's gonna just a sliver of time compared to
yeah.
how
You're
long
gonna
it's
get your
been there.
ass in jail if you try to face the
Oh yeah.
pyramids.
I just mean I was just trying to
Yeah.
pick something that's really old. Anything that's like any kind of rock like that. It's like, oh, you're defacing public property, but then in the grand scheme of time, I guess, of civilization, it's gonna go away relatively quick. But
Yeah. Well, and like this one tunnel Albert was talking about, they go through on a regular basis and paint over it so you can't see it anymore. And it's been like a year since we've been there, and I'm curious to see what has changed in the past year. I thought it would be pretty cool to go back and see, what it looks like a year later.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that I know that you do that kind of stuff, I'll definitely pay more attention to the channel.
Okay.
I subscribed on both I've got 2 YouTube channels, so I made sure I just subscribed on both of them. But yeah, tunnel. Oh, you can't see it I'm not sharing it right now, but I'm looking at your last tunnel video, and that's way creepier than I had pictured in my head.
It
Oh.
sounds creepy. Like,
Yeah. Do you mind if I
Well,
play just a second of it?
no. I'll warn you though, there is copywritten music.
Yeah, I'll mute it then.
Or you can fast forward it. The first intro is just where we get started, and then once we get to the trail,
I just found this one part right
Okay,
here of the
there we
tunnel.
go. Yeah, we keep seeing this figure at the other end,
Oh, I see that.
I see.
and it changes shape and stuff as we walk along.
What?
And then as soon as we enter directly into the tunnel,
Yeah.
it disappears.
Ooh.
Watch. You'll see it when you
Figure
look
now
back.
gone.
Yep, it's gone.
Oh, yep. Yeah, there's nothing there now.
And when we got through the other side, there was no one there. There's a abandoned baby carriage on the other side,
Oh,
which was really creepy.
very creepy.
And that was it. And it wasn't like I was thinking at one point that maybe someone had pushed it out there in the middle of the tunnel
Yeah.
Mhm.
and then shoved it back. But it was kind of, it had leaves built up around the wheels and stuff. It had been there for a while.
Mhm.
You could tell.
Tunnels are full of spirits, Al says.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that's creepy. I can even imagine at nighttime being there. That's probably really freaky.
Oh. And
How's the patrol? What's under that?
the camera is kind of
All our Facebook, all the YouTube trolls are there.
That's where they go to
you shall
share
not
ideas.
pass. The footage from the cameras make it look a lot lighter than what it is.
Oh, I'm sure,
You
yeah.
walk in only so many feet and it gets black.
Oh, this one's okay. I'm gonna share this one too. This one's even creepier, I think, because I'm kind of claustrophobic, so this is a little bit more closed in.
I'm claustrophobic too, and afraid of heights. So I'm with you there, Chad.
You know,
Yeah.
Chad, I don't like being in small places. I guess I'm claustrophobic. It scares me. I don't like it, especially to be under a vehicle or in a small room. But
Yeah.
in a tunnel, if I can find a cave, not a tunnel, but a cave, that kind of trumps the excitement, trumps that fear, because it's like you don't remember until you get in there. But once you're
Right.
all the way in there, then it kicks in, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's yeah.
What
not
you were
hard.
seeing there in that footage is the other side of the cave or the tunnel. I keep saying cave.
Oh, so it's the same one.
It's the same one coming. There's the baby stroller you can see directly
Oh,
in front of you.
oh, that's
That was
creepy. Why
abandoned.
would somebody leave that there? Weird.
That is kind of weird.
It's like some woman picked up her child, walked into the tunnel, and was never seen again. You know,
Yeah.
that thought came to my mind instantly. You know,
Oh, that place is creepy. There's a lot less
And-
graffiti at the opening than I was expecting.
Mhm.
no, there really wasn't much graffiti in there.
That's good.
What
Compared
was
to
the
the other
purpose for
tunnel.
it? What was it used for?
It was a train tunnel, and well, I hate to give out the well.
Oh, if there's a spoiler, you don't have to give out spoilers.
This is the first part of like a 2-part video,
Okay.
and okay, mind you, as we're going through, water is dripping down on us. Well, after we leave there, we go up on top and find out what's on top. And, well, it's a cemetery. I told it. Okay. It's a
I saw that in the
cemetery.
chat too.
Right over top of the tunnel, and all that grave water was basically, you know, the groundwater going through the graves,
Oh, man.
pouring down onto the tunnel.
And
Oh,
they say
boy.
water, like, or at least some people feel that like wood and water maintains any of the energy around it.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, if it's water, I'm like, gosh, I could see that kind of taking on everything and just moving, but who knows?
Yeah. But it made that tunnel a whole lot
Cripples.
creepier after we found that out.
Yeah.
At
Yeah,
first, I was
Enzo.
excited. We found the cemetery, and then I was like, "Oh my God, it's over the tunnel!" And then it started to click in right then and there, and it was like, "Oh,
Yeah. That's creepy. Yeah, water is a conduit, so that would make sense if water is surrounding the tunnel at all times, and
Yeah.
spirits could travel through that. It's just like you're walking through a tunnel of spirits.
Oh yeah, we
Signs.
got lots of names coming up on the EVPs down in the tunnel.
Okay, I'm addicted to your channel, and I haven't even watched it yet.
I know it sounds so
That's cool.
cool.
That's
Especially-
cool.
What's this
It's-
Bridge of the Dead all about?
That was a little covered bridge we hit. It was on the same trip, but we just that was a separate video we did.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna make
got
sure
some
I'll.
good EVPs there. I called it the Bridge of the Dead because there was a point in there where the EVPs just repeating dead, 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 dead.
Yeah, that's creepy. I got to give you guys more credit, because I feel like I could talk about this stuff all day, but if I was really in the depths of it, I don't know, I might freak out too much.
Only one time did I really freak out, and that was in an older video. Albert had invested in this old house that this woman sold him for $1,000 because squatters had gone in and really torn it up.
Okay.
So, we did an investigation in it, several, in fact, as we went through. And this one nighttime one, we got the name of this biblical demon. And later on, it kept saying little things here and there. And finally, it says in this weird voice, it's like it's not really coming from the EVP meter or, the voice box. It's coming someplace else. I'm not sure. And it's like, I'm coming for you. And then it's like right after that, I go into a seizure and fall. And
Oh, no way.
yeah, well, I slide down a wall. I managed to get back to a wall before I collapsed. But
Whoa, man.
that was so that freaked me out. And I didn't
Yeah.
hear it at the time. But when I heard it back, you couldn't hear it on the in person. You couldn't hear it, but
Mhm.
on the recordings, it was very clear.
Oh, that's creepy. And then it sent you into you think that's what might have caused it or helped out?
I think so. I think it had a lot to do with it. Malik, was that it?
Do you get anything that comes to you, maybe like when we were talking about the downloads earlier? Do you get anything like that during a seizure episode? I know that's a strange question because seizures are not something that you'd really...
Anything like what? I don't quite understand.
Just like during the seizure, because I've had a friend before that had really bad issues with seizures, and it's just like a time when obviously when you're having a seizure, you can't communicate back and forth with somebody that's trying to help you. So in that state, is it like a dream state, or what's going through your head when you're in that state?
I'm very much awake for the whole thing. It's just like my body loses control, and I have no control over it at all, and it just wants to flail.
Yeah.
But,
And you've never had any connection between that and the spirit world?
No. In fact, I've died a couple times.
Ooh.
And I don't recall anything on the other side. People talk about seeing stuff, and it was just black. I don't know what that means for me. I don't know if that's a bad omen or what, but it was just blackness, until I came out of it. And I honestly...
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you... Huh. I don't know if I want to dig too much farther into that, the dying part. Is that something you wanted to share or no?
Oh, I don't care. See, I had a mass on my brain. It just formed.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't know how it formed. They don't know what, and it slowly subsided on its own. But it left damage through the seizures, and I do have some limited control on the left-hand side of my body.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had died while I had gone into a massive seizure while I was having this stroke and stopped breathing, and the heart stopped, and yeah, they put
Oh,
me
jeez.
in a
Mhm.
induced coma for 3 days
Ooh.
Wow.
until they could bring me out of it. And during that time, there was nothing. And I don't know if it was like a purgatory type situation or something, but
Or
I,
maybe just since it wasn't your actual final time, maybe it wasn't. You just,
yeah,
I don't know.
that
It's
could
hard
be.
to.
But yeah, I'd love to have been able to come back and say, sure, this happened to me, and I saw this and that, but I just
Yeah,
nothing.
that would be interesting to talk with somebody that did see something on the other side and see how your stories compare and contrast to see if there's what the differences are there. Because I haven't talked to enough NDE experiencers to have an opinion on that, but
Yeah,
yeah, the reason I got into that whole conversation, I'm always trying to link our medical things that we tend to have like almost no explanation for, like just certain illnesses that we might not really understand completely, and somehow maybe connecting that with the spirit realm or
huh.
some type of psychic abilities. I'm always
Well,
just trying to figure out if something like that is linked.
that's a possibility. I have a lot of medical issues. Um, so yeah, and that mass on my head, they can't explain where it came from. I hadn't hit my head or anything. It just appeared and disappeared. Within a
Mhm.
few months, it was gone.
Hmm.
It shrunk down. I don't know if it's still there or not. It had shrunk down substantially.
Didn't something like that happen to the guy on it's the ranch.
Oh God.
What is that? The ranch where all the stuff happens?
Oh,
Um,
Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh, Skinwalker
Skinwalker
Ranch.
I thought you were.
Ranch.
I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about like the Netflix
had
series.
Me
The
too.
Ranch.
I was like, just another thing I haven't seen.
No, not that one. No, the Skinwalker one, the guy that worked on the ranch, and now he's still there. I don't know their names. But yeah, he had that happen.
Yeah.
And
Dragon?
no, the
The
other
security
guy.
guard.
Dragon guy's funny.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Mhm.
It's Enzo.
Yep, so Jamie is clocked into Harassment Incorporated. Whatever happens in the chat now, I don't have control. I mean, I do have control over
We
it.
need to have Enzo on every show. He's like our Jamie. He's not Jamie from that one time, Enzo.
Oh, like these are JRE,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, Jamie.
Yep.
Jamie, pull that up. Well, it's because he has like 6 screens, doesn't he? 5 or 6 monitors in front of him, something like that. He can pull up all kinds of screens.
Built-in data banks in his brain.
Oh, he said spelling doesn't count on the internet. I thought you were just being funny, man. I thought it was Ranch, Skinwalker Ranch.
Ooh, a new flavor of salad dressing.
Oh, who said that? A new flavor of salad dressing?
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Hello, Jamie darling.
From Hidden Farms.
Oh, you know what? I had you light your candles, and then I forgot what we got into conversation about dead people and stuff. So
Oh, that's fine.
we can always fire up the decks anytime.
Okay. Well, did anyone want a reading? I have the runes, the Elder Futhark runes, and I
Yeah.
have the tarot.
Now, I've never talked to anybody before about runes before, so I might need a brief little description on how those work.
Okay. Well, they're a bit similar to the tarot, a bit.
I like the bag you keep them in. That's very appropriate.
Crown Royal. Yeah.
That's where I keep them.
But I don't know if you can see, they come with little symbols on them.
Yeah, almost like little hieroglyphs.
Yeah, and each symbol has a meaning.
Hmm.
And what I'll do is grab a handful and toss them out, and whatever comes up right, I can read those automatically.
Oh, okay.
But then I use the pendulum to go over and see if I can feel which other ones turned upside down that might pertain to it.
Oh, that sounds awesome. I'd love
And
to
it
have one of those readings done
it
to see
is
how
so
that
cool
works.
because I can feel like the jerk on the pendulum whenever it's
Hmm.
one I'm supposed to pull. It's like a
Mhm.
magnetic feel to it.
Whoa.
And I always kind of pishad, people when they talked about, the pendulum and everything. It's easy to manipulate and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not manipulating, and I can feel the little
Hmm.
Right. Yeah.
pull.
If you can feel a
pull.
tug, that's
Tension
really
of
cool.
it. Yeah. I haven't tried a pendulum really, but I'm like that and ruins are the next things that are calling me.
Yeah, the pendulum thing is really intriguing.
Okay, well, should I do a rune reading then?
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay. Let's see, for you, Chad, or
I was gonna say Bree, but whichever one of us is calling out
Well,
more to you.
I was gonna say, yeah, do whoever you feel you need to draw for.
okay.
Whichever one of us seems the most emotionally damaged.
Oh gosh, why you gotta make fun of me like that, Chad?
I was
Oh,
pointing at
gee.
Spooky.
I'm kidding. I'm
No.
kidding.
Oh my god.
Well, let's see. The name Jamie's coming up. I don't know.
Oh, Jamie's coming.
I'm just teasing.
I wonder why.
Ah,
Teasing.
You had me for a second there, too.
Me too.
I was like legit, like what?
Oh yeah, Matt. Oh, Danny. Yeah. Roll them bones. Okay.
Roll the bones.
This is for you, uh, Bree.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Now none of these others are upright. Hold on. This is a brand new pendulum, and I'm really not used to working with it.
Mm-hmm.
So let me grab my old one. I feel safest
Yeah.
working right off the bat with that. Just a sec.
I know how that goes. This one Moonology deck that I use all the time is really broke in, and I get the most resonance off that one, seems like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Here it is. I'm that way with the tarot decks. Well, and the runes. I don't know, just certain cards I do get more
Mm-hmm.
off of than others.
Yeah, you connect with certain things more.
Yeah. What's funny, when I first got my deck of tarot, I swore I'd never get another one. And in the past year, I've started picking up more that I actually do kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
So Terry's just holding the pendulum over each one.
Okay, this one has some pull to it. These didn't.
Huh.
And like a tarot card too, it also means something in the way they're landing, upright or down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
It's very relaxing too. I'm over here falling asleep. No.
I have that effect on people. They say it's my voice too.
The voice, the candles.
Mhm.
It's awesome.
Calm energy
Have
is
to
what
stay
I sense.
muted. The roosters are going crazy over here, Chad. That's why.
Oh,
I'm
are
muted.
they?
Yeah.
Kind of ruining the moment.
I just think of the Alice in Chain song, Rooster.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, these nothing.
That is so cool. So the same images or the same symbol is on the all sides of it? Or there's only
No,
one symbol?
it's only on one side.
Okay.
But depending on the way the like say like this rune is facing that way, I'm having it upside down. It's appearing to me upside down, so it has a whole different meaning. But if it's on its back, it doesn't count or anything until
Okay.
I happen to pick it with the pendulum. Okay. Now there's something about an upset in plans. A trip that was called off, maybe some sort of delays going on. Perhaps unexpected emergency travel. Or maybe like on the road to life, you're just feeling a little lost.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Um, Now I see some trickery, interference, deceit. Someone's pulling one over on you. They're playing for you. They're deceiving you. Um, I'll try to pull this all together when I'm
Mhm.
going over after I've done each one.
Yeah.
Now this one, it's slow. Things are slowing down. They will soon be slowing down for you. Something that you've wanted to happen is just going to seem like it's taking forever. Um, it could also mean energy loss, like a cooling down period, um, separation from something. This one next is Manaz, and it's upside down, so it's warning you against being selfish, uninvolved. Watch your ego.
Mhm.
Okay, not that you're prone to it, but
Mhm.
watch it and avoid being alone. Now is not the good time to be alone.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, avoid those things because you could become prey, victim to circumstances if you do behave with a lot of ego and all like that. Like I had warned against being selfish and all that. Um, Next one is a harmony somewhat coming up here. You'll receive the blessings and joy of something probably once you've got this person out of your life. Um, I see affection, desire, and finally, now there's going to be a change coming up. I don't know if it's associated with this change coming along with this rune here or not, but there's going to be
Mhm.
some sort of change. Um, like a radical change, a major change from the way things have been. So uh, it looks like things are going to start off slow for you,
Mhm.
not quite the way you've been wanting. Um, look out for that person. That might be what's holding you back. Um, they're, possibly lying to your face, deceiving you in some way,
Hmm.
talking about you behind your back. Uh, I don't know for sure.
Oh yeah, I had a troll in the stream last night. my new fans, I see that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, then things will perk up then after you get this situation taken care of, and it'll seem like it's lasting forever. But once you do get over that speed bump there, it's going to pick up for you, and it looks really positive in the future.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, everything resonates, and that's the, it's like I always, you always have to be on. And it's like I hate that people have to do this, but it's like you always have to think about, like, is this person using me for their own advantage? Or I'm a nice person. I used to be more of a pushover, so I'm starting to, realize my own boundaries and everything, and
Yeah.
kind of get rid of stuff that isn't serving me positive purpose. So it kind of, yeah, it all resonates. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That was awesome, Terry. I thought you were going through a police chase there, or somebody was for a second.
That's on my end.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like, you better get this over with. They're coming to get you.
Yeah, they're coming to get me.
I better make this one fast, though.
Yeah, so that's really cool. That's the first
That
time
was
I've ever
brilliant.
seen. Yeah, I've never seen a rune reading like that. Or any rune
I've
reading.
never had one or seen one, so thank you. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was really cool.
And
Your experience really shines, man.
wow. Well, thank you. I've only been doing it a couple of years with the runes, but they're
Mhm.
so much similar to the tarot that I didn't
Mhm.
have a whole lot of trouble picking them up.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to see the type of work you do with tarot. But I know that's more of a time-consuming thing. If you don't want to get into that, that's cool too. But I'm really interested in the tarot cards for some reason. The cards, the oracle and the tarot cards are really interesting to me. I think most of it's the artwork that I really like. And then when it resonates too, it's just a cherry on top.
Okay. All right. Can you give me just a sec?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no problem.
My
We're on.
coffee is just going through.
Well, coffee's number one. You got to have coffee is. That's very important. Actually, I need to fill my water back up too. Spooky,
Commercial break.
how's Jamie doing in the? Yeah, we can play a couple commercials. We got a couple sponsors we could play. We got a couple sponsors for the podcast here. Let's see, who do we got today for a sponsor? Well, we've got, make sure you guys go check out Josh over at Trippy Times YouTube channel, and, here's his commercial for that.
These are trippy times.
Oh my god.
That's the best part.
I know, it's so funny.
How old are we?
I don't know.
It don't matter how old someone is. Their inner child comes out at any age, bro.
I don't
That's a
identify
fact.
with age.
Oh man. So yeah, that's our only sponsor for the day. Actually, let me see.
What about Breeze cream pies? Oh, that might be
not
Friday.
the other
That
Brie.
is Breeze cream pies. Yeah, Bree
Did you hear the
from.
words that came out of your mouth?
I think that might be a chop shop.
I think that's a Chop Shop sponsor
Yeah,
that we
that's
have
a
over
chop
there.
shop sponsor.
BRI Bree, not Bree that we have here today.
We're so much alike that one time during an after hours, like when she was talking passionately about stuff, like Gary's just giggling. I'm like, what are you giggling at? And then he's like, she's just like you. I'm like, I know.
Our other sponsor for today is Cassie from Oracles and Beyond. If you guys are not subscribed to Cassie, go over, and that's the only graphic I have for her right now. But yeah, go check out Oracles and Beyond. Subscribe to her
That's
channel.
our boss. That's not our sponsor.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
she's kind of sponsoring. She owns half the things in this room. Seems like
Yep.
she keeps sending me more boxes of stuff. So
Chassie's
well.
awesome.
She's the best. Yeah, I need to get some more commercials in here.
You know,
Okay,
Cassie's so sweet.
He's ready.
All right, sweet man.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, you're good. Nope, you're
Oh,
fine,
you're
man.
good.
I gotta get to our buy me a coffee. Somebody bought us a coffee.
Aw.
Cool.
Let me figure out how to get to that. I think
See
I
if
know who
it's
it was.
a
But...
comment that's appropriate.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, Michael Haywood. Well, thanks, man. Michael Haywood, thank you very much for buying us a coffee, dude. Really appreciate you, man. Goes a long way over here. Keep the lights on.
It's pretty awesome.
Actually, on my thing, I have it programmed so instead of coffee, it's cheeseburgers. So Michael Haywood bought us a cheeseburger.
I was hungry too.
Yeah, it was just in time, man. We're gonna have to share it though.
It's all right.
I heard you singing the chicken dance the other day,
No,
Sonny.
you like that, huh?
And,
Singing the chicken
I
dance.
sung the chicken dance to Gary, guys.
but he was saying about the Peruvian what is it, dance hall or whatever, and then the good food. Portuguese, yes, Portuguese.
Yes.
Portuguese.
Yeah, the Portuguese Hall is where we have the car shows at, and they have the Portuguese celebration there, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun.
Portuguese?
I'm not Portuguese, but they don't care. They don't care if you're Portuguese. It's not. They just have a big party.
Yeah, big party.
Eat the stuff called soupish. It's so good. It's kind of like stew. Yeah.
Oh, so it's like
All their
soup-ish.
Yeah. That's
That's
like
why it's named it.
soup-ish.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's is meat-ish.
Mm-hmm. It's meat-like.
I think it's
Meat-like.
I pronounce it wrong. It's more like soapish, but yeah, soupish is how a lot of people say it.
Oh, Terry Craig accepted my friend request on Facebook. Thank you.
Now
sir.
you got 2 friends on there.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's like a South Park episode, the one that on Facebook when it was newer, about like one kid finally got a friend on Facebook, and then like everyone started like unfriending his one friend. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to watch more South Park. I need to watch more everything. I don't know. I don't get most of the references you guys refer to.
Oh.
But so Terry, are you all ready over there, man?
Yeah, I've got you all shuffled and
Oh,
cut
cool.
and ready to go.
Awesome.
Okay. You've been running from something, avoiding something in the past, but that's going to change. Things look like they're looking up. But you're nervous. You've been hurt, or you're afraid, I guess, because of being under whatever you've been through here. You're afraid to move on, and any direction you go, it could be a mistake, and you're not quite sure. And you need to just keep working on that and remove your blindfold and okay, things don't look like they've been going anywhere for you in the past. Not the way you've been wanting.
Mm-hmm.
They just haven't been progressing quite in the way you've been wanting them to. And maybe you haven't been taking things seriously enough, but you've finally gotten an idea of what you want to do and how you're going to do it, and you put your head to it, and you've kind of come out of that period, and it seems to be looking up. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. The world's is at your feet. Okay. So it looks like you're pretty happy with the way things are right now in regard to this issue. Oh, a lot of foresight into it too.
This is going pretty good so far.
Yeah, it looks like you've really come a long way, and a lot of foresight. Do I have two stuck together? No, that's just one. Okay. Okay, you've been carrying a great burden on you. Maybe not physically, but emotionally, mentally, and it looks like you've gotten to the point where you can just throw that off now and progress, ahead. But you're still regretting something. You're going to get over this. There's still some regret left behind. Something from the past. There's some regret, but you're getting over it. You're walking away from it, and it's looking very positive. Yes, you've been daydreaming about this, and that's coming to an end. It's all this dreaming and mindlessness is coming to a very mindful situation, and you're on track. Oh, but there's no room for a celebration yet. Something's still not right. You're definitely on the right track, but maybe it's just too early to tell.
Okay.
But I don't see a celebration over any of this. It was raising up to that point, and it's like the payoff isn't quite there yet. I
Okay.
think it's on the way, but it's just not there yet.
No,
Okay,
that's completely understandable. Yeah.
did that make any sense to
Total
you?
sense. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. Yeah, it resonated really well because the new chapter in my life that I'm entering into right now, this whole podcasting thing, is literally 6 months old. So, I would not be expecting anywhere near a time for celebration or like we've reached the peak of any kind of mountain or anything like that.
yeah,
Because I feel like I'm still at the base of the mountain right now, and the mountain is beautiful, and I can't wait to spend a bunch of time on the mountain. But we've got a long way to get to the top.
yeah. Well, you've gotten through the forest at the bottom of the mountain. Now you still have the
Awesome.
mountain to go. But
Yeah, I like that analogy.
I'm a mountain goat. Capricorns, that's, we take our time going up the
Yeah.
mountain. But we get there. We're someone that
Love you,
sprints
Cass.
off, might fall and then stumble, but who makes it in the end, Like the
Yeah.
tortoise and the hare, man.
Yeah, that was beautiful, Terry. Thank you so much for that,
oh,
man.
you're welcome. I'm the scales. I just sit around and weigh the odds of everything and don't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's so cool. How I love tarot readings because they're very unique to the person giving you the reading. Each person does
Yeah.
it their own way, very different,
Oh yeah, every person. I don't think anyone does them the same way at all.
What I guess if you were to sit down and have a choice of anything, one of those to do, like the dice or the card, the tarot or oracle, what would be your pick, your favorite one?
My favorite. Ah, boy. It would be a toss up. I'm probably leaning more toward the runes. I don't know. Maybe it's just because there's so few people doing it and stuff.
Yeah. Very unique.
Yeah, it's
But,
different.
but why, Terry? Why? What is it about the runes that pulls you the most to them?
Ah, boy. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Just naturally drawn to them.
Yeah, yeah, just something about the feel of them.
Mm-hmm.
I
Energy
feel the
there.
magic in them when I get
Yep.
that pendulum going and
Yep.
stuff. I can feel it pulling and stuff, and
Oh, I love that description. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
it's like the runes seem to hit home with people
Yeah.
more so. Not always, not always. I'm way off sometimes, but it has very good results.
Well, it can be like it's an ancient well, and that's where it's like all this divinity is ancient in different cultures, and so it's very nice to see it being kept going. Like I feel like the younger generation needs to learn certain things so that way it's kept on. So that way it keeps going.
Yeah, that's
Love it.
true.
Yeah, that's the
Agree.
second time today that's been brought up to just in conversation with me is just continuing traditions that
Mhm.
there's just so many traditions that people are losing right now. We're just hemorrhaging traditions for some reason. And it's probably a lot of it has to do with the digital age and how everything's computerized now. And there's not so many things that are like runes that are physical objects that you would pass on from family member to family member. And it's a lot of things like that. It's just an app now that you would download on your phone. So, but yeah, it's really refreshing and awesome to see that those traditions are continuing on and needs to happen a lot more for sure.
And like Nas said, like the ruins tend to draw those of Scandinavian descent, and so I'm, half, well, more than a fourth Norwegian. So
That would make sense.
yeah,
Wow.
As far as I know, I'm not. I don't have any Norwegian in me or Scandinavian in me at all.
What about Native American?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I have German in me, and that's an offshoot of Scandinavian, but no Scandinavian exactly.
I'm German Irish. A lot more German than Irish, but
Yeah, that sounds like me.
I'm a mutt. I'm Aztec, Norwegian, Polish, a little bit of English, but a lot of um, spiritual people. If you look back through time, so
that's interesting.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Enzo says I have to admit there is something alluring to the runes. Yeah, there's just something about it.
Because we know how much energy are in stones.
Yeah,
We know
and,
how they're alive.
yeah, and how there's a lot of meaning behind just symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, do you know where those symbols came from? Do they represent something specific, like in a different language?
Oh yeah, they were ancient Nordic runes.
Okay.
But they used them for not for so much for a written language. They did start using it later on as that, but it started off for like magical and talisman purposes and divination and things of that nature. It was not supposed to be a written alphabet, but later on they've started working it in as an alphabet. And
That's cool. Old Nordic alphabet. That's really
And that's
cool.
what I thought that's like what their the written language.
That's sweet. Always cool to learn stuff
Yeah.
like that.
The Celtics or Celtics, however you want to pronounce it, were basically the same way. They didn't record their language, but they had runes that they used as well. But
Oh,
theirs
it
is
says
is
Runecraft is
different.
it's a form of magic. It was magic form usually practiced by the men.
Yeah, it sounds like vulva. I'll be the one. Vulva
Vulva.
are the women of like the I know there was a meme and then it was like a saying that like the men in their tribes would band around those women and they would respect them. And
Oh.
it's like, yeah, bring that back
Bring it.
nowadays.
It's
Right?
coming back. I feel like
You
it
know?
is. You guys
Damn
are
it.
taking over.
And that's yeah.
Yep. Well, even we've talked to people before that say like the females are rising up, like female entities. I don't know how you want to say that, but
Age of Aquarius.
yeah, it's the age of Aquarius that's
For
switching
sure.
things over.
That's right.
Golden Girls paved a path for us.
They did. Yep.
For
Ryan
ladies
Bledsoe
like
was talking
Jamie and
about
I.
it. Oh God, please help us, Lord help us. No, Jamie's in charge.
I'm a little Dorothy and a little Rose.
A little bit Dorothy, a little bit Rose.
Yeah, I have a Golden Girls tarot deck. I had to.
You got that? Okay, I'd seen that out.
Mm-hmm. It's cute.
Hi, Spaghetti.
That's so funny, Joey. That's what I was thinking in my head, like a Eastern accent. I drive a Volvo. Is this your Ford over here? No, I drive a Volvo. That's funny, man. I just love that accent over there on the East Coast, man.
I know. I like spaghettis
York,
and I like Anthony's.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It's not my cousin who's from Minnesota actually has been living in New York for a few years. So I like to see her Instagram.
Yeah.
Cassie.
Isn't that hilarious?
I'm like a brown rose because I'm from Minnesota, and then I talk about my Scandinavian traditions like lutefisk and lefse. Lefse are just the Norwegians' tortillas, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
Chad.
Yes, sir.
You know your movies that you never watch. I
boy.
have one that you need to put at the top of your list, dude.
What is it?
Netflix just released a new Medea movie. I think
Yeah.
it's Medea Homecoming or something like that, or Welcome Home or something like that. Dude, I watched it the other night.
Yeah.
I had to come out here and watch it in the garage because it was like midnight. I was laughing that hard by myself, laughing. Yes,
That
dude,
sounds like we need to just have a viewing party on StreamYard.
Yes, it's funny.
You could do that. That'd be fun.
Oh,
I
is that
drive
the
a
one?
Volvo, don't ya know? The second star survival.
Oh,
Is that the Medea movie with Mrs. Brown's boys in it? Or am I missing?
The Browns, yeah. It's
That's
got
the one?
Medea
Okay.
with Mr. and Mrs. or Mr. Brown and
I watch that show a lot. The Browns.
yeah, me too. I used to when it was on.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I watch it on YouTube.
oh, sweet. I'm telling you, that's where I watch everything on YouTube.
Oh,
Netflix just sent me an email saying that they raised their prices, and I'm like, well, I barely watch you guys as it is, so
yeah.
Netflix is included in a lot of different packages that, like, say, like our, I know either the internet or cell phone, something we get Netflix included, so we don't
oh, that's cool.
have to pay per se that
That's
way.
nice. Mm-hmm. That's how Disney Plus was for me with Verizon. They gave me it for 2 years.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Wow.
I got to pay for that now.
Disney
But it
Plus.
pays for Disney, and Disney covers it and Hulu.
Oh,
if you
cool.
have that. Yeah, that's a bundle.
I love Disney Plus. Between the Star Wars stuff and the National Geographic, they have a couple different National Geographic type shows that
I
they
only
have.
watched the Mandalorian on there. I've never really. I have it for my grandkids. I'll have to check out those. I didn't even know they had that, chat.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, they own National Geographic as far as I know.
I didn't know that.
He's gonna get all baked now and then watch
Mhm.
I know the world, like whatever that, it's like where it's like the
Planet Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Attenborough. He narrates it, and it's just like you want to just donate all of everything you have.
Wow.
He just starts making you feel so bad, like.
I told you about like if I can't figure something out, Chad, on the truck. Not to change the subject, but
No, go ahead.
If I go to sleep, I dream about working. It happened last night. I can't get the stereo in this truck. It's someone cut the dash, and in order to fix it right, it just needs the right stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
So I got the right stuff, and it still didn't work. So that happened last night. I dreamt about how to fix it. Now I know how.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna go do it after this.
Has that happened to you before, Terry, where you've dreamt something like an idea?
Oh, well, in a way, yeah, because I've written short horror stories, and I haven't dreamed in a long time, so I don't do it anymore. But I used to have a journal I kept by my bed, and when I'd have these dreams, I'd wake up and write them down, and make them into a story from there. But I've had like deja vu in my dreams too, and stuff that did happen did come to pass, and luckily I dreamed about it, so I was able to prevent it from happening in real life when that moment came. And
wow, that's cool. Yeah, Sonny's had a pretty interesting dream where he was building a battery, and it was like super detailed. He's told it on here a few times, but yeah, he was building like a battery in the form of, it looked like ironically, it kind of looked like a pine cone. Like
third eye, pineal gland.
Like a Fabergé egg, but
I still say that's what you drew looked like the third eye.
Gland. Yeah, sure did.
A Fabergé egg. Is that a battery or a purse?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
I don't know.
It was like so detailed.
I built it, but they wouldn't.
Know.
The only reason I don't know is they wouldn't tell me because I was asking.
Yeah, he was communicating with them in the dream. Like
that's awesome. That that's just that's cool.
So Terry, when did you notice that you stopped having dreams?
Oh, it's been a number of years ago. They started putting me on medications and stuff, and that's when the dreams left.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I only remember the fucked up dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've had dreams of people and then like they pass away the next day. So it's happened 2 times. Or it's like I thought about my second cousin's son. So my cousin, I thought of him, and then a half an hour later on I found out he passed away. So it's when you have these dreams and it's like you don't put it together, or it's like it's almost like a survivor's guilt I've felt, because it's like I've dreamed about a friend and he passed away, and the dream was about my teeth were like crushing, or like I could see blood oozing out, and so I looked up significance of that, and then that could mean a death. And so it's, it sucks when it's like, yeah, you dream something and it's on a more serious note and you can't do anything about it. It's like you're seeing something happen in slow motion and it's like you can't necessarily like change it or prevent it from happening.
Hey, Bree,
Mhm.
don't dream about me, please.
I will try my best. I haven't had any of those dreams in like a
Please-
year. So
Please keep us off the list. Thank you.
Yeah.
you're not, you guys aren't on my shit list.
We
That's always good to hear.
went on a do not dream list.
But I mean, I've had, good dreams too. I like the floating dreams, like Sunny.
Yeah.
It's like those dreams, and it's like I kept on having reoccurring dreams where it's like I was floating in air. And it's like it's just that like feeling of like just the free floating, but then it's like I'm able to like bring myself up to a higher level, and then it's like just that like that fallingness.
Huh. The only time I've had dreams like that is when I had a fever. Like where
Oh,
I
a
felt
fever
like
dream.
fever dreams are crazy. Like I've had dreams feeling like I'm falling down a never-ending like black hole, where you're just falling down a black hole and you're just never gonna reach the bottom. I've had weird. Oh, that's another dream I've had when I had a fever, was like where I felt real small and everything was just like zooming out away from me, like where the almost like the universe ever expanding. That's how it felt. Like I started out at the bottom and then it just expanded outward. I've had some strange fever dreams. Oh,
Chad, I got a message just now. It says USA Today has us playing in the office, and they're listening
what?
to the show.
USA
and
Today?
You're doing a good job.
Well, hey, how's it going, USA Today? Thanks for watching the show over here on the Chad Smith Podcast.
Cool.
We got a buy me a coffee from Dorothy Hawkins. She said, nice to see a morning UFO/paranormal podcast. Thanks for being an early bird. Well, thank you,
Thank
Dorothy.
you.
Really appreciate that.
Now,
Oh, that's
Bree,
two cheeseburgers.
Two
your
cheeseburgers.
dream, Bree, about kind of floating and dropping, and that could mean ambition. Something is just out of your reach.
Mm.
It's like you're trying to attain something, and every time you get up there, you come back down, and you don't reach your full what you want, your full
Yeah.
potential, or whatever it is you're trying to get.
I can definitely see that, and I haven't had those dreams in a while. So, but I definitely what you said resonates, and now it's like stuff is, all adding stuff is all lining up, and when it lines up easy like that, I like to think of it as like it's meant to be. The universe is, whenever we do stuff and it just works out like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dig it. Oh, sorry, my cat is like at my chair. Like,
Oh, we want to see the cat.
yeah, I'm like, come on, mijo. It's my familiar.
Aw, big old tiger.
Bushido is his name.
Bushido?
Bushido, yeah.
Bushido.
It's Japanese. I took Japanese in high school, so I named him.
Oh, that's really cool.
Bushido, yeah. It's like the way of the Bushido is like samurai kind of in Japanese culture. So he was a stray, and I got him at the Humane Society. So I was like,
cool.
he was a little warrior
That's
on his
awesome.
own.
Yeah, I think pets are. I can't tell if pets are like spies from spirit world or if they're gifts.
Well,
You know?
aliens and owls. Owls are supposed to be spies for ETs, or sometimes ETs can manipulate people into thinking that they just saw.
It's odd you say that,
an owl.
because the Mothmen thing, they describe them as kind of like owl-like eyes and stuff. And they've kind of semi-related them to, ETs along the way. it gets really kind of up in the air there. But
Yeah, I've heard of a few different animals like that. But the one that I hear all the time is owls for sure. Where it's like an owl
I
is
love
supposed to be,
owls.
yeah, an ET type presence.
Like they're it's been said that they're like spies, or it's like they're the surveyors. I forget what the term is called, but like one thing is sent out before
Yeah.
the mission or something.
they make bad spies, though, because the only question they ever ask is who?
Who?
Exactly.
Not what, where, why, how.
Yeah, they've only got
Who?
one question that they can ask. That is unfortunate for them. So you don't have any ET experiences, Terry? Mostly just spirit world stuff?
Oh, I've seen things in the sky, but no personal contact or anything like that.
Okay.
And what I've seen, I've never really been able to determine just what it was.
Mm-hmm. Just something that wasn't from this dimension?
Well, I don't even know that. Was it a balloon, a plane?
I see.
Just, I mean, it did seem weird the way it was moving and stuff, but nowadays they have so many explanations for stuff that I just can't be sure.
Right. Yeah, and there's so many different things that we have today that they just didn't have 10, 15, 20 years ago, like these drones, and there's toy drones that are not even that expensive that can make maneuvers that we're not used to seeing. So yeah, it's hard to identify things right now.
I have a couple of those I've never ever used. I bought a couple drones and they won't work with my phone.
Oh, okay.
And I've never actually gotten out. I need to just go out and try to fly them, but just for practice. But
yeah, definitely pick a real calm day.
Okay.
They're so damn light. Just a little breeze can really manipulate it right into a tree.
That.
So
open field. Okay.
Yeah, I got mine wasn't like one of the real expensive ones, but I paid it was like $300 for a Phantom 3 standard, I think it was at the time. So it was the DJI Phantom, that big white one that everyone's used to seeing. And it had GPS lock, so when you go to take off, as long as it's got a good GPS connection to at least like 3 or 4 satellites, it should be able to just hover in place. And for some reason, I don't know if it was because I was by electrical wires or something, but it lost that GPS lock. And when it did that, as soon as it loses that lock, it's just able to go wherever the breeze takes it, and it went right into a bush.
Oh.
Yep, crashed right into a bush. So yeah, open field and away from electrical interference, and you should be good.
My drones only cost $15 and $60.
So okay.
They're nothing high tech or anything like that. They were just first time going to figure them out, and I've had them about a year, and they're still in the boxes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, especially those ones, like the ones that are a lot lighter than like the ones that are made for photography. The ones that are made for more just like the fun aspect of it, it's a little bit harder to break those ones. So I would just go out and on a calm day out in the field, just give her a shot, man.
Yeah, it won't be out much if anything happens.
Yeah, for sure. They're fun. Do they have cameras on them, the ones that you have?
Yeah, they're supposed to, but like I said, they don't work with my phone. My phone won't
that's
pick up
right.
the apps for that. So I
that's
wish
weird.
they did. I thought they were all pretty well standard.
I figured that too.
And no, only certain types of phones can pick them up. Of course, I just have a cheap track phone. I'm not a big phone person.
Oh, okay.
So I just have the basics, and that's it.
Matt says, nope, I'm not a tech guy. No drones coming alive on my watch.
Thank you, Cassie, for dropping that link to Molly. I've been wanting to see that.
Oh, thank you,
Just get her
Cassie.
channel.
Yeah, that's my sister's channel. Thank
Yeah,
you very
I'm
much,
glad she
Cassie.
dropped it.
I need to put that in the description, like where I put our normal links.
Mhm. Yes.
For sure.
I rang the bell.
Yeah, me, Molly, and Cassie are going to start doing card readings on Sunday mornings.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I think we're going to do 11 Eastern, so 8 Pacific time. So, yeah, we're going to do that over on... I don't know if we're going to do that on Cassie's channel. We'll probably do that on Cassie's channel, Oracles and Beyond.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
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 What time
Yep,
do you
and
think
then
you're thinking
we need
about
to-
that?
8 your time. 8 Pacific, 11 Eastern.
You need to make a little
Sunday
those little
morning.
picture things you make for it, so we can advertise it on the Chop Shop too.
Yeah, I can do that.
The picture things.
Like the overlays. Is that what you're talking about, Sonny?
Yeah, Bree, I'm the funny guy that knows stuff. I don't.
Yeah, he
I don't
knows
do
stuff.
I don't do.
So you're saying you're not a nerd like us?
Like these overlays.
I'm
I'm
kidding.
a pretty big deal.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hi,
thought you
Big Willie,
meant
good to
like
see us.
just like a picture that's an advertisement, not
You
not
guys-
that.
You guys tease me because I'm not a nerd, but then when you need something fixed,
Yeah,
Right?
see.
Hey, you know what? Everyone's a nerd in their own way.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell.
Oh,
hell yeah!
Get out of here,
Lordy.
lady. What are you doing here this early?
Look at that
That ain't
dupa.
flat.
Jeez.
That ain't no
Girls
flat
like
dupa.
That moon does not look innocent either. That moon's got some secrets.
That's a happy moon right there.
You could say it's
And
a
them
full moon.
waves.
It's got some waves on it. Oh, we haven't played this. I wonder if Bree's listening. Terry, this might get a little loud. I'm just warning you. But if this is for Bree, if she's watching.
No quick head in my bed, I can have that.
Oh, jeez.
It's my jam.
She'll be bummed out if she sees I played that, but I'm sure she laughs on the inside. Jamie, I want to pull up some of your comments, but I want to make sure I'd let Sonny do whatever he wants to me, but he's married. Oh, okay. Good to see you in the chat, Jamie. Good to see you. Oh. Terry, what's your favorite Oracle deck that you have?
Oracle?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You have a decent collection like Cassie's got? She's got like a library of...
Yeah, mine's not nearly as big as hers.
Cassie likes
but
to
I have a
plethora
lot.
of big decks.
Boy, it is hard to say. I know as far as tarot cards,
Mhm.
I just picked up a set I love. I'm still kind of fooling around with it. What I do with it? I'm so unorganized here.
Oh, that's okay.
But it's called Visconti Sforza deck, and the artwork in it is just beautiful. Oh, here they are. Okay.
Yeah, this one that Cassie just got me, this Into the Lonely Woods, has some crazy, really cool artwork in it.
Well, I love this because it's historical. They take a lot of pictures from historical times, like that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, I love them. They're just,
Mm-hmm.
let me pick out. Oh, there's like the death card.
Ooh. Oh, I like that.
And I love this deck. It's
I gotta step away for a second, Chad.
Okay, no problem, Sonny.
I'm just gonna let Rocky out.
Okay.
but you get the idea. It's a pretty cool deck.
Yeah, I like that. I like the older
I've
style
got a
ones.
lot of favorite oracles. Nothing
What's the one that you had the longest? Have you only been doing that kind of stuff for, you said 2 years?
The oracles, yeah, about 2 or 3 years, something like that. I just started getting into the other decks of tarot within the past year.
Okay. Also, tarot is the one that you've been doing since you were 16.
Yes, yes.
Do you happen to still have your original tarot deck?
Oh, that's what I was reading with today.
Whoa.
I still have them.
That's so cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's really cool, man.
These are antiques right now.
Antiques.
Yep, they are.
Wow. Yeah, there's just something magical about that. Something that you've connected with for so long.
Oh, yeah. They've got a lot of energy in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'd hate to lose them. That's.
Oh, yeah, I can't even imagine.
I'd be lost.
Now, is that something that when you were younger you would take to like a gathering or a family gathering or something and do readings for family members too? Or did
No,
you kind of keep it from family?
Yeah, it wasn't really family. It was for friends and stuff. It's a long story, but it wasn't family.
Yeah.
It was friends and stuff like that. And I knew someone that did them, and she got me into doing them, and it just kind of carried on from there.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I had a weird feeling that like the family wasn't on your side with that for some reason.
Oh, they probably wouldn't have been if they had known.
Okay.
That's kind of how they were.
Yeah. Did they grow up more religious than spiritual?
Boy. Yeah. My mom was Catholic. My dad was Southern Baptist. So
yeah,
I grew up in a mixed household, I guess you could say. It was and I used to go to church, to Catholic church with my grandfather. But yeah, they wouldn't have understood, I don't think. And
So was that something that bothered you growing up, that was something about you that you couldn't share with them, or that you didn't share with them?
To a certain degree. See, my mom was I guess my mom got me into all of this indirectly because she loved horror movies. And that's something I love too. And we'd sit and watch horror movies together, and it just kind of went on from there. Plus, I'd see, and I'd had all sorts of stuff happen when I was younger too. Past life experiences and dreams and stuff, and all sorts of stuff. So I knew there was a lot more happening that I could talk about than what they'd want to hear about.
Yeah, for sure. But you did find friends of yours growing up that resonated with that aspect of your life?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
It was I started college at 16, and it was that year I was in with the college crowd, so it was different atmosphere, different everything. Everyone was more laid back and all like that. It was a whole different crowd.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, I would hate to be asking you those questions and then you were like, well, no, it was basically just me on my own.
I sat in a corner.
Yeah, me and my cards.
Yeah. Cockroach would run across the floor and look at me from time to time.
I'd give him a reading if you looked at me the right way.
If he asked nicely, yeah.
Oh, man.
In the chat real quick, Dorothy was saying and Jamie about pain and stuff that she needs to try some THC lotion and CBD too. And when you can get it, THC and CBD, the synergy. But I use the muscle gel, and I have chronic chronic pain. So my
Yeah.
back, I was in a car accident, and so um, I have my neck and shoulders have issues, and then and I manifested that car accident. So that's a lesson to watch your thoughts and words. But
Oh,
so I have a lot of pain, um, but like this, and I've tried so many different like gels, over the counter gels, and like nothing has helped. But this, for some reason, and I think it's like whatever essential oils they use in it as well, but it's one of the things that has only worked for me. So that's where it's like it's you gotta try different things, but it's the only thing that's worked for me.
Jamie said, "Yep, Bree's got the goods."
yeah, I just picked up a couple containers of the CBD cream and tried it once, and it seemed like it did okay.
Mhm.
I don't know. I haven't used it enough yet to really judge it. It's funny you talked about the car crash thing because in my younger years, I would give readings out, and people would ask for them if they didn't like the outcome or something. They wanted me to do them over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I've learned not to because this one girl, she kept asking me to read them over again, and it just kept getting progressively worse and worse and worse with each reading. And finally, it got so bad, it's like I said, I won't do these anymore. And not long after that, she was in a car wreck, and she wasn't hurt too bad. It wasn't real
Mhm.
serious, but it was just like one of those things. Like, oh no, that's it. No more of that. One time
Mhm.
only.
One time only.
Yeah, at least at a setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to. It's interesting when that stuff happens because that's where like I was burned out at work, at working at the salon, and I thought of, because I had to assist and then start my own clientele on the days I didn't assist. So it was a lot of physical work too. And I was like, maybe if I get in a small car accident, I'll get a break off from work. And a little bit later on, we got rear-ended at a red light. And so,
Hmm.
but because of that, I found out that I'm born with a condition that's rather rare. It's called Chari malformation, and it's where the cerebellum in your, brain, it's actually dipped a little bit further. Like usually there's like a cushion or a buffer, but mine's dipped a little lower, so there's pressure, and it's something that I had a neurologist tell me, oh, you're so young for this amount of pain, and it's like, yeah, I am aware of that. Thanks for confirming that. But he's like, I just want to make it clear that brain surgery won't help you. So, and that's the thing where what I have is rather rare, uh, but it causes pressure. So my back of my neck, and then getting in the car accident affected, down to my shoulder. So all that part um, is definitely my trouble area. And I have endometriosis too. So that's a female reproductive issue. So I have problem up here and a problem down, in the lower. But yeah, it was a lesson that to try to keep your thoughts positive. I'm a Capricorn. We can be rather gloomy. um so it's a lesson that I learned, but it's bittersweet because of the accident. I found out that I am born with this condition, and so it's a blessing, and
Yeah.
it's bittersweet when you find out. But it was, you know
Yeah. There's I think you're calming voice for a lot of people in the chat too, because like Anthony, unidentified S4, he said, I broke my back, had my shoulder replaced, herniated 2 discs in my neck. I used prescription lidocaine cream, makes it completely numb. But yeah, he said that's the reason why he retired at the age of 40.
Yeah, I can't work outside the home. Now I used to do hair, and so I mean I can't. It's just too physically demanding. But I still love, like, I'll still do hair at home for people. Like, you know, if I can take a break, do what I need to for my body. You know, it's still fun. But yeah, once you have a major life thing happen and it takes away your ability to do what you had for a career, you know, you find out what's my path now, or what do I do now. And so I'm glad that this community and everything, you know, I found this community, because it's so nice to be able to talk to other people like Anthony, who has had, you know, the physical stuff, and it's, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and pins are right here. She said, all y'all feel and count your blessings if you don't have chronic pain daily or a disease that could kill you at any moment. Yeah, that's heavy. I mean, everyone that doesn't have those things should definitely feel grateful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm an old soul. And that's the thing about, like, with past lives, if you don't heal yourself in that cycle, like, you bring that on to your next life. So I believe that because my husband and I, we've had past life together, and I feel like I needed to pop out of my mom when I did, you know, so that way we would connect in this life together. So I feel like I didn't take enough time and heal, and then kind of jumped into this life cycle. So I have this life and past life trauma or healing that needs to be done.
Yeah. Well, I think if you stick around with us for long enough, you'll get enough laughing in to heal up, because Spooky just can't stay on camera today for some reason.
Well, laughter is medicine. Laughter is medicine.
Every now and then we just lose both co-hosts because Jamie is just so distracting in the chat. What's she saying here? Spooky gives forehead kisses, and I give him foreskin kisses. Well, that's nice. For some reason, I thought it said forehead kisses until I started reading it, and then I realized what it said, and I put that on the screen. Oh, thanks, Jamie. That really helps when you're listening to a podcast that you have no sound on and you have no idea what we are saying.
Put the closed captioning on. See how bad.
Isn't that a troll?
That is a troll, but unfortunately, we just can't get rid of her. She's
a
here
loving
for life.
troll.
She is here for the duration.
She's a loving troll.
Yep, Spooky fell off the chair again. It happens every now and then.
I just hope somebody doesn't know that I'm gonna be with Gypsy Road in about 25 minutes.
Well,
I don't want this going over there.
Oh yeah, she can't hear.
Oh, good.
No, unless you put the closed captioning on, like I said to. But
yeah, maybe she won't hear that you're on Gypsy Road in 27 minutes.
Oracle. Oh, Cassie. Yeah, the ladies are all scheming together. It's what we do. We scheme.
Cassie's like, I'll just tell her.
We scheme.
Did I say something while y'all were having a serious conversation? No, Jamie, we weren't talking about like bad diseases that are debilitating or anything like that. Nothing depressing like that while you were harassing us in the chat room. Forehead kisses. Yeah, see, that's what I thought she said. I mean, she did say forehead kisses, but then it turned.
beginning.
It turned. Went a different direction.
That was devious.
Hey, Chad, I got to. I'm gonna take myself out for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'll be right back. It's important.
This guy just.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm
I'm
telling
sorry.
you.
Coffee.
All right, man.
Okay.
You can go poop.
All right.
Go poop. All right,
Yeah, I gotta go poop.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, man.
I'll be right.
Oh, I'm gonna lose it.
Oh yeah, Spooky's pipe cleaning sponsor. That's what we're missing. We don't have those over here. Those are on the Chop Shop.
Oh, thank God.
Those are on the Chop Shop channel. I don't know how to get those over here, or Jamie. I'm sorry.
Oh, finally,
I make
something goes my
myself
way.
break.
Something finally goes my way. How do I get those over here? There's got to be a way to transfer them over here so we can show Terry. Hold on.
Yeah,
There's gotta
that's
be
the
a
thing.
way.
When you have chronic pain, you just have to laugh, and then it takes your mind away from it.
Yes.
And then
Yes,
it makes
does.
it makes your face hurt because
Yeah.
I'm smiling so much. But then I get an ab workout because I'm laughing. So it's like I don't have to do crunches then.
There you go.
That's
So it
true.
saved you from having to do that. I don't know why I can't find those videos. I know I downloaded them because I had to download them to put them on the computer. Well, Jamie might have to just send me another video. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh God, what is she saying now?
Oh, just that toots for Chad. It's where it's like I'm
Hi,
like
Carol.
a 13-year-old boy
Hey,
sometimes. And that's okay because I'm just giggling because
Yeah, I can tell something's going on in the chat because you do have a funny giggle.
no, it's because I
Let's
was
see.
laughing about I make myself break when I said Chad has to poop, and then she said fart,
Oh God.
and this just shows how mature I am.
Oh, I need to wear that one of these days. I've got a shirt Ben sent me from UFO Garage that says "Fart Hard" on the shirt. It just says "Fart Hard," and on the back it says UFO Garage in a big graphic. Oh Lord, what does this say? I don't know if I should put this on screen. If Bree wants when she comes to Vegas, I can put in some work on her and introduce her to God. I'll buy. Okay.
At least see she's kind because she will buy a lady dinner first.
Yeah. See, she's got chivalry's not dead. You know. Well, Terry, at this time of the show, I mean, I forgot that time is just cooking right along here. We normally drop the link to the StreamYard in the chat, and then if anybody else wants to join in and hang out with us till the end of the show, we usually go till the top of the hour here.
Okay.
And yeah, we just let people, usually Gypsy Road jumps in for a minute and hangs out, and we just continue the conversation until the top of the hour. But if you've got other stuff going on, I don't want to hold you up right now. You can-
Okay. Well, I am kind of beat.
Yeah, I
the
can
readings
imagine.
and stuff, and
Yeah.
all like that. Those readings take it out of me.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah. Yep.
I understand what you're saying
Anyone
fully.
that reads can, yeah.
And when you
Well,
have other health conditions going on too, that just it's a nice cherry on top.
Where can
Yeah,
people
take
find you
care.
if they want to look for if they want a private reading, or if that's an option?
Just contact me. Let's see. I'm on Facebook.
Just search for Terry and Al Spirit Stalking.
Well, we have a group on there, Terry and Al Spirit Stalking, and they can check that out and leave a message there for me.
Okay. And then your YouTube channel I dropped in the chat, and it's also in the description of the video too.
Okay, yeah. On my channel, I list ways of contacting me and stuff there. So
Awesome. man.
everything's down there.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you here this morning, and we really appreciate you doing the readings
I've had
for
a
us.
blast. I've had a
It was an
blast.
honor.
Fun.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much, man. We have another channel on Fridays. We do a show Friday nights called Paranormal Chop Shop. So we might have to get you over there one of these nights.
Oh, okay. Just let me know.
Okay, we definitely will.
All right.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you, Terry. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you all.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Terry.
man.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yep, you too, buddy.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
you too. Take care of yourself and rest.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Bye.
Later,
Bye
bud.
bye.
That was awesome.
I'm sorry, Chad. I had to jump back on to say bye. I didn't want to.
Oh, no problem.
I don't want our guests leaving without saying bye.
We got Eric
Amy,
from
have a
Gypsy
good
Road
day.
and Matt from Second Star Survival joining us.
Sony,
Going
that's the
on,
belt
guys?
buckle. There's the
Oh,
belt
that's
buckle, Sony.
fucking sweet.
Hey, hey.
dude.
Yoda.
I thought that said Spooky Morales on it.
Yoda. And do you guys recognize that?
Kind of does.
You guys recognize that
Spooky Mendota
vegetable?
Morales.
Is that a carrot?
Radish?
Nope, that's not a carrot.
Radish
Turnip.
beet.
That's a sugar beet. Yep,
Yeah.
Oh,
they make sugar.
Sprinkles Morales.
That's a factory right next to Mendota.
If you're
That
drunk.
if you work 25 years, they give you a belt buckle.
Oh, wow. 25 whole years for a belt buckle. Awesome. Oh, Matt dropped out.
Chad, I'm gonna jump off one more time. Just give me
You
like
son of
5
a
minutes.
bitch. You son of
I
a
know.
bitch.
Well, if you ever check your messenger, you would know what was going on. But
Oh, well, I don't.
Whoa.
I don't. I need to get more windows.
yeah,
open.
I know. Sorry, bastard. I'll be right back.
Oh, somebody else is backstage.
Yeah,
wait.
Lindsay was saying, if she wants to come on without a video, and I said, yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, you can come on without video.
Yeah, we don't.
How's it going, Matt?
However, we accept
What's
you
up?
how you come, the way you
However
are.
You get here. Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
Oh my lord, the person backstage.
¿Qué
I can't
pasó?
even.
Ay, Dios mío.
Just see it in the private chat.
Yeah.
Well, private chat?
Jeez, somebody posted something in the private chat.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
When I start saying stuff in Spanish, that's when you know.
I was like, I don't know that language.
I learned that if you get an email from the butt stuff, it actually goes to your spam. Because I kept getting a comment saying, check my email. I'm like, what email did you send this to? Because I'm checking all my emails. Then I'm like, let me check the spam. Oh, there's the butt stuff in my spam. That's how wow.
Google's like, this lady's trying to send you butt stuff invitations, so we're gonna go ahead and put that in the spam folder.
So I moved it over. Now I'm in the conversation going on their show. I'm just funny. Spam for the butt stuff. Makes sense, right?
Absolutely, it does.
Yeah, it's good. Rest of your settings.
But it's just, somebody like, I keep sending you an email, you're not responding. I don't see it. I don't think about checking my spam. I just
Right. You're supposed to be a legitimate channel here. So you've got Spooky Morales on today.
yeah, why not?
Very good,
It's a simple, it's a simple show. The breaking news. We just look at some videos, make comments, and move on. So it's not a hardcore interview and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
a couple people just joining together. Say, what do you think about this paranormal, this Bigfoot, or Mandela effect, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yeah, I
love
saw
breaking news.
briefly the other night that you had the lady on
Yeah,
about dreams.
Wednesday nights are
She
usually
had such great energy, and she was
She
cute.
is
and just
fantastic because dude, she's not a medium. She's not a tarot card reader. She's just a normal person who studied dreams.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice to get that point of view of somebody who's, not in that world of being a medium, talking about dreams and stuff. She's studied it from going to college, writing books, and she writes children books. And sometimes I feel bad, like, I can't believe she's coming to my show. Hopefully I don't corrupt her. Hopefully, you know what I mean? You're just like,
What's up, Dirty Mike?
Oh, yeah.
the thumbnail, I thought it was butt stuff Brie, because of how
cool.
for when it wasn't, when I didn't click on it, it looked like Brie, and I was like, is Brie on? I was like, no, but she's Mexican too, so
yes, she's great.
She's very pretty and good energy, and
people are like, how do you
Mike,
get a
you got
pretty
some
girl on
feedback
your
coming
show?
back, bro.
I don't know. I'm a handsome guy. I mean, why would not a pretty girl come on my show?
Yeah.
But those are usually on Wednesday, but I have Batman tickets for Wednesday night, so we switched to Tuesday.
Batman tickets.
Oh yeah, what a fucking experience that was.
Oh, you've already seen it?
I had special tickets before they went to the public tonight.
Ooh, how did you get those?
Well, if you ever want some free stuff from movie theaters and stuff,
Yeah.
buy a stock for $1. Buy one stock, because when you buy a stock, they'll have movies for investors. So I owned $1 stock when it dropped all the way down to $2. Okay, $2. I bought one stock for $2, and then this is the third movie I got invited to go for free.
No way.
So just buy like one stock.
I've never heard of that before.
What's an AMC?
AMC, yes.
Let's see, because I have it open now because I was just buying them Russian stocks.
So if you're technically an investor, and then you have investor only releases.
Yeah, once in a while on certain movies they'll have an investor screening, for investors. Now you still gotta like pay for it and stuff, but you get it for the public. But I'm an A-listener membership, so I get 3 movies a week for free. So
awesome.
So I'm a movie guy. I like going to movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you and I are totally opposite in that regard.
Well, listen, when you got kids and dogs and stuff, you need to get the hell out of your house. And it's very healthy for you and your partner to get out.
Yeah.
And the movie's just a way to get out of your house, get away from everything, get away from
right.
Talking about paranormal Bigfoots all day, every day. Sometimes it could, it could get to you. So,
whoa.
Al says, I forgot to mention,
man.
I am Batman.
I don't know if people are moviegoers, but let me tell you, that fucking movie was fantastic.
Well, we've got a theater over here that just went through a whole renovation where they've got like the reclining leather seats and the bar and all that stuff. So
in the bar.
Yes. My wife will only go to the
Lindsay?
theater that has those seats. She will not go to the old fashioned anymore. She has to have those seats.
I don't think anybody will accept those old theaters anymore. Now that they came out with the whole new style of theater, going to the theater, man.
Especially the Batman, because it's 3 hours.
Holy.
I like the heated seats, and that's where it's like I'm in Colorado in like not a huge city, so I was surprised. I was like, dang, this place has. I'm like, okay, I guess like everywhere has.
And
like,
the best thing
heated.
is picking out your seats before you go, right? You already have your seats. You're not trying to get there first to get the good seats. You get to get your popcorn, and then you had like 25 freaking minutes of stupid trailer.
Yep.
You can relax, go in there, you sit, and you leave. It's awesome now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like it. I like going to movie theaters.
Hey, $20 for a membership a month is, to me, it's worth it.
And that's 3 movies a week you can see?
Yes. Now, I don't go to 3 movies a week. We usually go every Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we'll go twice if there's a lot that comes out. But see, you get to see some lower budget stuff that you probably wouldn't see before. Like I get to go see a lot of horror movies that, because going to movies is expensive if you don't have a membership. $18, $20, then you go buy your fucking popcorn and soda. You're already out $50, $60 right off the bat. And that's like for one person. You add your wife, that's another $18, $20.
Yep.
So
it gets real expensive real quick.
I like I like the matinees. I like to have an edible or something.
Funny? They don't really call them matinees no more. They don't call them matinees no more. They're like 30% off if you go before 4 o'clock.
Oh, they don't call them matinees anymore?
Not really. The old person special.
I miss the 80s. The 80s and 90s when they had the double features. When they didn't have a lot of movies. I remember seeing Star Trek 3 and The Last Starfighter double feature. I mean, you can't beat that. You don't do that, and they don't do it no more unless you go to a drive-in. And we only have one drive-in in this state.
There's a few drive-ins in Colorado, but I've never been to one, but I really do. I want to go to one.
I haven't either. There's one in California, I think, left, and I've never been either. To the drive-in. Crazy.
It's a fun experience because when you first pull into the drive-in, the first movie, you still got that daylight. It's like, come on, get darker. Then you can see it. But man, the days you used to sneak people in the trunk. You get people in the trunk because some drive-ins they charge by the person or they charge by the vehicle. And the ones that charge by the person, you stuff people in your trunk and get them in and stuff. And you know, you do what you gotta do.
Gotta get them in the way. Get them in. Well, I can't talk. Gotta get them in one way or the other. I'm Chad Smith. Couldn't talk for a second. What's up, Dirty Mike? What are you up to today, man?
What's up? I didn't know you were still live. I thought this was going to be a backstage link, actually.
You are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
only for a little bit, and then
just for a couple more minutes. But before we go, let's see. Definitely make sure you go check out Gypsy Road's channel because today he's going to have Spooky Morales on there.
Yeah.
And they're going to check out some cool videos and see if it's real or not.
That's cool. Hey, Gypsy Road, the show with I can't remember her name, but the girl you had on, the lady you had on about dreams. Oh, that was amazing.
I can't see her name too.
I'm not.
I think it was like Lupita, or I think.
Yeah, that was so good. That was enjoyable.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was good. I can talk dreams all day long.
That was at nighttime.
Yep. Spooky. I put the link to my StreamYard in the private chat.
Oh, okay. Thank you, man.
Yeah, she was great. I mean, she was honest and she helps people. I mean, she helped a lot of my friends who have some PTSD on what kind of things you could do to try to get, work with that fear, that nightmares that you have. And she had techniques. She was teaching that what to do at night when you have those, because instead of running from them, it doesn't fixes it. But if you try to do some stomach exercise after you have one.
Oh yeah, the breathing she was talking about.
Yeah, it's like
do the stomach breathing, concentrate on the stomach breathing versus in the chest. Yeah, that was cool.
See, I help people. I help people sometimes.
Yeah, man.
Of course.
I'm telling you, I really like watching you and Connor on there. It's a cool show.
Yeah.
Oh, Connor is just one of a kind. I mean, the energy that he has. And thing is, when Connor's on mine, when he's interested in a guest, he won't talk that much because he wants to hear that person speak. So when he doesn't speak, he is really listening and he's intrigued, and that's how you know. Yeah. And then
I like what UFO Garage titled that episode with Connor. They titled it "He's Out There."
He's out there.
I love that.
Yeah, and I heard how they played a clip of Casper, and so the video got shut down, and they had to trim that out to get it back on the air.
Really? I did not know that.
That's a chance you take when you play clips.
Oh, really?
That's why I have to double check every video that I show on a dummy channel before I play it, because they'll take your show off the air too.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, Chop Shop's got the show we did the other day got taken down.
But did you ever find out why, Chad?
Only because I haven't talked to Sonny about it yet.
Oh,
but,
okay.
Yeah, if he just goes in there and it'll tell him why, and then you can edit the sound out.
You can edit the song out, you can trim it. It'll tell you what you could do to get it back up.
And they tell you exactly which song it is?
Yep. Yeah. Yesterday's
that's always good that
one of my breaking news yesterday, I played A Journey from the Center, and he has a 10-second music clip in it that it told me I had to clip it out because they took it off the air yesterday. But since my video's shorter, it came back on real quickly. I had to mute 10 seconds. Or you can replace it. They'll allow you to replace it. But it's what can you do? You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Weird because you guys played a clip of what I thought would be like a generally I don't know, like okay thing to show because it was so public.
Well, if
but was it because of that movie clip or whatever? That's it.
Yeah. Now, if anybody goes back and watch my breaking news yesterday, at the end of it, I did a whole explanation about copyrights, videos, and kind of like what do you do to make sure that it's you're going to be able to play it. I did a whole breakdown on it yesterday. So it's kind of, if it's interesting for a person who does shows like this, wants to show clips, there's ways that you could pre-check. Now, even though you pre-checked, it doesn't mean 2 months later, 3 months later, that original person with that content, with that music or clip, can still come out and say, no. Now, most people will just say, you can play it, but we collect all the ad money, which is fine. But there's a couple assholes that will strike you. Which I got a strike from a Bigfoot guy community. A normal guy in the Bigfoot community is like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because normally, I mean, you're always promoting their channels.
I'm promoting everybody.
Yeah, you tell them where to go to find the information.
I put the links, but so the local news channels, they just want the money. Who cares?
Yeah.
But, they won't strike you, a news channel.
No. And there was one guy who gave me, you got 7 days to take it down or you will get a strike. It's like, and they're like, well, can I just clip that out? And they wouldn't even give me, they did not allow me to have that option to remove that one little video.
Oh, wow. So sometimes they won't even give you the option?
No, sometimes they don't have to. It depends on who's putting in the claim. They have some, they'll put what they want. They want either the money or you have a certain amount of days to take it down or you'll get a strike or they just give you a strike. And the problem is you could fight it. You could try to fight it, but sometimes it's like then they're going to contact their people. Hey, whatever video he shows, strike him.
Huh.
You know?
I would take, if I was one of those people, I would take it as promotion. You know, if you're talking about someone else's content and promoting them, I would.
I reached out to this guy too, and he said, "You know what? I'll send an email. I'll get it removed for you." Never did. 4 weeks later, it's still there. It's like, dude, if you're gonna lie to me, just don't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
People
are
afraid you're gonna take their thunder. They're afraid that you're gonna take their subscribers, and it's like, dude, people like 5 to 10 channels on YouTube. You're not the only channel somebody watches.
Right.
There's room for everybody.
Yeah. I've even had. I'm a nobody. I'm just a regular person. I don't have a channel or anything.
No,
but
you're not nobody. You're not a nobody. I've always say everybody has a voice. Everybody has a voice.
You're right.
You do behind the scene work.
That was a bad way to put it, but my point was, thank you, Gypsy. But my point was on Instagram, even
oh shit!
Like 3. It was 3.
Oh yeah, you gotta go, Gypsy. You gotta go, Eric.
I'm like, oh shit!
We gotta say bye to Eric and Spooky.
You got a show right now?
Yeah,
I'm doing right at 10 because Spooky's got to leave somewhere at 11, so I want to get him in. I don't want.
All right, you guys have fun. I'll put your link in the chat while you're.
Thank you, everybody. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Spooky.
Thank you for being here.
Gypsy.
Have a good day, everybody.
Hey, you too, man.
You guys are going on now?
Gypsy Road is going on right now with Spooky, and I'm just getting his link so you guys can click that and head on over there. Yeah, and before we leave, you guys, I just want to give a couple shout outs to some live channels that are going to be on today. I just watched Us with Terry Craig at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. That one time I was abducted by aliens with Jamie and Bree. They have Butt Stuff with Black Site Files live on YouTube. 7 p.m. Eastern, go check out the Spaghetti Lee Show with Priscilla from Quantum Witch Cafe live on YouTube. And then at 12 a.m., make sure you check out Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott, the Gonza Field Experiment with Craig Wheeler, anywhere you can find podcasts on YouTube.
Thought you said ganja for a second.
That would be interesting.
That's just my mind.
So we'll see you guys on Friday tomorrow at the Chop Shop. Who do we have tomorrow? Sonny's not here right now. Let me see. Who do we have tomorrow at the Chop Shop is... Tarot and Tea is tomorrow.
Ooh.
I can't remember who runs that, but Tarot and Tea is tomorrow on the Chop Shop at 9 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern. We're starting at 8 now. So 5 p.m. Pacific. Anybody else have anything else to plug while we're here?
No, I just do the after hours. With I was gonna say Sunny with Big Willie, Gemma, and John. And then when I have energy to do the card readings, I do that on my channel. So that's all I really have to plug.
All right.
It's cool. I love your guys' after hours show. It's fun.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's so much fun. All right, guys.
When I'm
we'll see you guys tomorrow at the Chop Shop. Peace.
It sound right, boys.